Hello everybody, welcome to the Redmen TV and your Watchalong. The coverage starts here ahead of Liverpool taking on Barnsley in the FA Cup, the final FA Cup third round fixture, kind of, because I think quite a lot got postponed, but still, technically the final FA Cup third round fixture. The Reds will be featuring in it, and we've got lots and lots to talk about. I am joined by the magnificent Errol's over at the board. Errol, my friend, first off, how are you? Good?
I'm all good, thank you very much for asking. Yeah, really, really good. Actually looking forward to this. I caught highlights of some of the games over the weekend, and I was like, the magic of the cup is back. So yeah, really looking forward to it tonight, and I hope to see a strong Liverpool 11, because if, like you, I imagine you're probably hoping for a good run in the FA Cup this season, considering how our season started. But I'm sure we'll get into it. But yeah, I'm all good, thank you.
Good man. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, the cup, the magic of the cup has certainly been alive and kicking over the weekend. Starting off with that, obviously Friday night, Wrexham dumping out Nottingham Forest on pens, and then Saturday morning, stroke early afternoon was just remarkable. Really, that's what the FA Cup is all about. Let's be brutally honest about it. Yeah, we've got lots to do, but before we do dive into the conversations that we need to have, I am very proud to say that our magnificent season-long sponsors, Oosh, are once again back in the show, making all this happen. We're just the faces. Oosh are the real workers behind the scenes. And they've allowed us to do this by just being boss, basically. And they've got two very appealing competitions going on their website right now. Two Liverpool-related ones. They've got Qarabag hospitality raffle for $5.99, which you can enter right now. The draw for that will be tomorrow, actually, so make sure you get involved as quickly as possible. And as you can see a little bit further down as well, they've also got a hospitality package, which is a free giveaway at Liverpool taking on Newcastle. You've got a little bit longer to enter that one. And let's be honest, why wouldn't you? It's free. So get over to oosh.co.uk and get involved in their magnificent prize draws, and you can see some others on the screen as well, cash giveaways and games consoles, etc. Right, we are of course awaiting team news. We'll also be covering the FA Cup draw here as well, waiting to find out who Everton get. No, not Everton, no. Sunderland? Yeah, Sunderland. Sorry. Also the Reds, of course, hopefully should beat Barnsley. But, Errol, we've been talking before we went live about, listen, the football world never stops, never ceases to amaze me just how quickly managers can come and go. Actually, we are seemingly in sack season after the festive season right now. They're just dropping like flies across the continent.
Proper Squid Games.
Xabi Alonso is the latest manager to get the bullet or walk away, mutual consent the line, but seemingly it was more of Alonso-led. Now, obviously, we faced him recently as Real Madrid manager and Bayer Leverkusen manager prior to that too. I don't want to have the conversation of like, does this pile more pressure onto Arne Slot? But I think it's fair to say, obviously it's a huge news story anyway, because Real Madrid just sacked the manager. That manager just so happened to play for Liverpool. I think a lot of Liverpool fans would have wanted Xabi Alonso prior to Slot coming in. I think it's fair to assess. But yeah, what's your take on the Alonso situation? And do you think, if Slot does still have detractors in terms of his position, do you think this will add more fuel to their fire?
Well, yeah, to answer the last question first, absolutely it will. The detractors will get louder and louder and feel more confident in the solution to the problem. I think that's probably been a big sticking point for fans across the globe, really, essentially looking at Liverpool's situation and really deep in, okay, there might be a need or there might be a desire to say it's not worked for Slot for a whole host of reasons, and if there's an opportunity to move him on, then what do the club do? And that was always the stigma, especially me in particular. That was my sticking point. It's all well and good saying I just don't want the manager anymore, but then what do we do as a club afterwards? Who do we go and bring in? And do we have the desire to go and bring in a big name manager, or is it somebody else kind of that's been waiting in the wings, or is there a head coach out there that's available? And I was never really sold that there was anybody that was a real viable option that I thought it's worth taking that risk for. I always kind of lean on it. It's better the devil you know than the devil you don't kind of side of things. So for me, now that there is somebody in the frame that a lot of Liverpool fans, wider fans will look at and say there's a synergy there between the man and the club, a lot of people will be banging the drum that Alonso could be and potentially should be the guy to take over from Slot if it is deemed that Slot's position as head coach as Liverpool Football Club is untenable. So from that perspective, they've now got their favourite option available to them that they can kind of hammer home and bang on about, and we'll constantly hear that more and more. Do I think it piles more pressure on Slot in terms of internally? I don't necessarily think it does, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't think the external noise of what's going on in the wider footballing sphere really has to impact what he's doing as a manager for us at this moment in time. Liverpool have rescued some terrible form, and it's not to say that the form has become vastly better by any real considerable metric. However, we are unbeaten in a long number of games. There has probably been more draws in that run that I would care to like to see, if I'm being honest with you. But at the same time, we're no longer in that slump, and there is a new year with opportunities for us to obviously continue this FA Cup run now, obviously starting tonight, and then obviously the Champions League is going to take priority at some point in need towards the end of January and onwards. So I still think while there is still very much achievable outcomes this season for Liverpool will kind of stick with what they've got. However, if Liverpool was to continue or fell short again and we had another drop-off in form and it got really bad towards the back end of the season in terms of picking up points and securing top four, I do believe, the likes of FSG and the board may look at alternative solutions. If that is in the likes of a new manager, then that might be the case as well. But for the time being, I don't think it's too much for Slot to worry about. I just think he's just got to keep doing his job and improving. Ultimately, he now just needs to keep improving and buy the faith back of those that are kind of on the fence or leaning out towards another option, if you ask me.
No, absolutely. I tend to agree. And I think ultimately, I don't think it will sort of cross Slot's mind that all of a sudden means there is a viable candidate waiting, because that has been one of a few reasons I think Liverpool have decided to stick rather than twist on the manager more recently, albeit, caveated by a massive upturn in form, which was definitely required. I think actually, and there's people in the chat talk about the fact that we have beaten Xabi Alonso twice, and somebody referenced the fact that he rejected us and chose Madrid. We're not quite sure exactly whether it's that plain cut and dry, you know what I mean? But still, I wanted to get your take on it before we move on to talking about tonight and what this entails and all the rest of that sort of stuff. I wanted to get your take on the brand of football, stylistically. I think that's been one of the major criticisms of Slot actually in recent weeks. Whilst he has stopped the bleeding and we have stopped getting beaten, conceded far too many goals and big chances with it as well. One thing we know about Xabi Alonso is whether we're in love with what he's done at Bayer Leverkusen or certainly Real Madrid more recently, albeit his record actually wasn't terrible at Real Madrid, just feels like there was never a match made in heaven for whatever reason. One thing we know about Alonso is if there is a Liverpool way, and we've got a song that says it there is, so there must be, he understands that, he gets it. And that's not to say Slot doesn't, by the way, but I think that was one of the things that made me fall in love with the idea of Xabi Alonso first time around, pre-Slot, because he gets us. And I know that's such a flippant throwaway line, but it's something we hailed Jurgen Klopp for. Xabi Alonso does have that to his bow, if you like.
Well, my big thing is, and I had a conversation with I was doing a bit of content yesterday, I had a conversation with a couple of football guys, and my take on it is, I feel like Slot needs to see, especially Champions League, because we didn't really get the most out of this squad last season in the Champions League. I almost feel as if Slot needs to see the magic of what the 12th man of the crowd of Anfield can do in the Champions League for him to realise, okay, there's another level and another layer to this football club that if I tap into in the right way at the right time throughout the course of the season, granted that we warrant it and we've earned it, the crowd, everything, the energy will feed and we will get an extra 10 to 15% in certain performances. He is yet to experience that and to be able to really tap into that rich source of excitement that this Liverpool team and side and club as a club really is in world football. Alonso gets that from day one. He understands the assignment from day one and gets it in. So I do take your point in the fact that he will understand that and he will probably understand ways to tap into it. But I would like to see again from a given a fair crack of the whip suggestion, I would like to see Slot get to that point where if we was to navigate ourselves to a quarters or a semi-final of the Champions League and then be able to inject that energy into this is what it means to play deep into these European competitions. I don't know if that just sparks something in Slot to make him think, okay, there is something special and there's a magic within this club that I need to be able to conduct. In the same way that we've seen Jurgen Klopp conduct it, he was the orchestrator of it on a number of occasions for us. And we've had some fantastic results and performances over the years. I think Slot hasn't had a chance to really utilise that yet. And I don't know whether it's I don't know if it's just cut and dry to say he hasn't got it in his locker. The jury's still out for me. I'd like to see him be presented with the opportunity, and then I want to see him take it with the opportunity with both hands. If he then fails to do it when it's there and it's right at his fingertips, then yeah, I would probably lean towards we need somebody that can tap into that, because that has brought us so much success down the years that I don't think Liverpool as a football club and as an institution can really turn its back on it just to have sterile football. And again, that is massively doing Slot's whole system a disservice, calling it sterile, but going from that extreme of the energy, the high press, the thriller, all of that stuff to what we've got, it is quite a contrast. And I don't know how sustainable that is when, as an emotional fan base, we feed off that energy more often than not. So I do think we need to find at least a balance, and I would like to see him get the opportunity to see it and believe it with his own eyes first, because then I hope if he had any sense about him, he'd be like, right, I'm going to tap into that more.
So yeah, well, we've been drawn first out the hat. Okay, literally first out. Well, not a hat anymore, is it? It's like a little
fish bowl.
This is this bowl with like a sock in it, a big sock, a bag, I guess is the best description. I mean, Liverpool or Barnsley will be at home. Steve McManaman's drawing the second ball against. He looks shocked against Brighton and Hove Albion.
So it would have been the Manx.
That's who we're waiting. It would have been Manchester United. Had they been capable to win a single solitary game of football, we'd have been facing them in the FA Cup. So I'm kind of glad in every single aspect now that ever. So yeah, we will be at home in the fourth round. Should we beat Barnsley? Let's caveat that. We will face Brighton.
Do you know what weekend that is?
Yes, somebody told me before. After we play Sunderland, we got Sunderland in the midweek, and then it's that weekend after that. So top of my head. It can be obviously Friday to Monday. Let me just double check right now. Whilst the 5th to the 14th weekend, the 14th, 15th for the 16th, unless we play the Friday night, which is not out the mail. It's not. We play Sunderland midweek, so it won't be that. It'll be the Sunday the 15th, probably, or Monday night footy again.
Happy days. Yeah. There we go, ladies and gents. Okay.
Brighton. I'm just going to watch the rest of the draw as it unfolds. Oxford against Sunderland is the latest game out the happy. Yeah, Brighton, happy? Difficult?
I think it would be a pretty difficult fixture because, again, Premier League teams in the FA Cup are going to be difficult. But I think we do need to have these levels of challenges towards getting, if we're going to get anywhere near Wembley this season, because I think as a whole, Liverpool have underperformed when we look at teams on paper that we should be beating. Teams have been able to surprise us. Teams have really stood up to the test, and they've taken the game to Liverpool. We noticed last week the reverse of fortune. Liverpool had almost nothing to lose playing Arsenal, but was so up for that game and so pumped. If we stare a Premier League team in the face in the next round, then we have to bring our A game. We have to be on it. We have to bring that level of desire and that intensity to want it more than the other team. So for me, that is a good challenge, because that kind of sets us up nicely if we then make it into obviously the 5th round, and we're not a million miles away from Wembley. So yeah, at the end of the day, you got to beat some of the best teams. I want to beat the best teams in the country to get this cup, and I think we need it. We need a big push towards the back end of the season, and this could set us up nicely. Yeah,
and I think, listen, ultimately we've got a home draw. I mean, short of facing Man City or Arsenal, which would have been a little bit brutal. I think we could have took anyone, really. So Arsenal will play Wigan at home for what it's worth. I mean, it's a great trip for Carver's lad.
Yeah.
And Jamie Carragher to the Emirates. Like, what boss for him and them, I guess. But for Arsenal, it should be pretty straightforward. Hull will host Chelsea is the latest draw. There are a couple more. Wrexham taking on Ipswich. Southampton will face Leicester. I mean, in terms of relegation fodder, that's a battle of who's been shit in the last few years, and let's be honest. Right, Joe, Ole and Lescott, as he came up on the screen before, which gave me a snigger, missed off the J from his name. Burton Albion will face somebody at home. We'll find out. They're doing this in the little fan zone underneath the Annie Road. And that's the draw. Yeah, McManaman, Ole and Lescott. And Burton will take on West Ham United. Yeah, obviously we'll come on to tonight in more detail and the team and stuff like that. But now we know potentially it could be Brighton in the 4th round, Errol. Like, I think you said it earlier on, this to me now, and I think we've got a nod towards what we're about to say with the strength of the team, or certainly the team we're expecting tonight. This is a massive opportunity, I think, for Arne Slot, and he's clearly treating it as such as well. And we were speaking before about when the dream of winning domestic league might have faded somewhat. He's previously shifted his focus onto cups and domestic trophies and had some success in doing so. But the FA Cup and the much discussed importance of it feels towards, and Arne Slot referenced this in his pre-match press conference as well, feels all the more important right now given the way the season's gone.
100%, absolutely. And I think Liverpool always look, we've become accustomed to building a squad that we feel is capable of competing on all four fronts for a number of years, and we've come close in a couple of years. We've come close and we've won trophies, and it's been great. But the reality is, last season, whether or not he wanted to treat it as a big competition or not, got knocked out by Plymouth, and it was a very, very poor performance across the board as well. He gave a couple of players a big opportunity. I think Harvey Elliott made the 11 for that game. I think Chiesa makes the 11 for that game. I think Rio, did Rio get a run out?
Trenko and Doherty started that game.
Oh, it was okay, so it wasn't Rio, sorry. Yeah. But there was a few players in there that got an opportunity and didn't really take it with both hands. So for me, I feel, look, when we don't have the luxury of knowing that we're already 1 foot in the semi-final into Wembley. We don't have the luxury of being 6 points clear of Arsenal at the top of the Premier League, closing in on another Premier League title. You know, the Champions League will throw an unknown amount of surprises to us in that back stretch. We can really focus. We've got to be one of the favourites. We've got to be top 3, top 4 favourites to win this competition. Yeah. Get a good draw. You know, if City end up having to play Arsenal at some point and that becomes a big thing, from our perspective, we just have to look after ourselves and we have to be prepared for whatever's put in front of us. But from Slot's perspective, he needs to then be able to put out as strong a team as possible to manage whatever team that we are going to then come up and face. And for me, taking this competition seriously and just showing, look, right, it's not been the ideal domestic season that we'd have wanted, but any competition that I believe Liverpool can be set out and win, I believe they can go the full distance if I set the team up properly, and I think that's what he's going to have to do in this competition. For me, it'll also prove if he's got other kind of strings to his bow as a manager for us, because he did so well in the league format of the Champions League and the Premier League last season, not so well this season in the Premier League. But can you mix it up in cup competitions domestically? Can you mix it up in cup competitions in Europe within the Champions League? They're the real test that I want to see from Slot. So he doesn't get the opportunity to just kind of have it as a free hit or put out a second string team for me at this moment in time. Every single result and every single win means that he will be getting closer to lifting some level of silverware and pretty much salvage a respectable season for Liverpool. I think one of his big first interviews he did when he came in as a manager was saying, you know, I'm not just here as a manager that's going to try and win yous, you know, get yous into the top 4. I'm here to win big trophies, and the FA Cup is still a massive trophy. So if he can do that and, you know, navigate us through the later rounds of this in the Champions League, I think a lot of people will, as I said to you before about the manager situation, he's kind of almost got to earn some of those naysayers' favour again. He's got to get credit back in the bank, and I think definitely FA Cup, Champions League run would definitely go some way in making people think a little bit more in depth about the decisions that may or may not need to be made in the summer.
Absolutely that. And listen, for what it's worth, I love the FA Cup, and Liverpool do have a rich history with it. It took us a while to get our first one, but once we did, we never really looked back. I think it's 8 times we've lifted the trophy now, obviously most recently with Jurgen and the Kostas Tsimikas stuff in the penalty shootout. And it's a great competition, it really, really is. So I'm always all for us going as deep as humanly possible in this, and I get sometimes hands are tied. I was massively disappointed. Any post-game show around the Plymouth game will just show you how gutted I was by that and the level of performance that we put in, because it was just way, way below par. And somebody in the comments mentioned a moment ago, he never really forgave Chiesa. I think a few lads, you mentioned a couple of them there, a few lads were given opportunities on that day, didn't deliver, and never really got a look in there after, like Harvey Elliott.
And was Endo in there as well?
I think Endo was a real change. I think James McConnell might have started. A couple of them were real.
There was a few that were like, we was probably calling for to be like, oh, they're knocking on the door to be in the first team or get some more minutes. You know, we've got a load of games coming up and you're going to see a little bit more rotation. This is the first opportunity to do wholesale changes. And maybe there is always that thing, and we've seen it as Liverpool fans. We've definitely seen it throughout the years where, you know, Harvey Elliott and there'll be, you know, other players that'd get featured in and sprinkled in with a load of academy kids. And it'd be so different to what we're used to seeing, that they'd struggle to really get the output and struggle to really perform in those circumstances. And I always felt a little bit of sympathy for those players, because it must be difficult. You train with the senior guys all the time. You want to be a part of that first 11, and then you're playing with the second string team expected to be the guy. And maybe because we've seen it, we're used to that and understanding that it doesn't always click. But Slot very much was expecting that you guys are the professionals. Chiesa, Harvey Elliott, Endo, whoever else was in that team. Don't know if it's worth getting that team up from last year.
I'll have a look in a moment, actually.
But those three from memory just come to mind, and you think, you lads have got to marshal this game. You have got to show and stamp your authority on the game and show some quality. And they just came up short, and in the end, I think he ends up having to throw on some of the big players to try and salvage the game, and we come close a little bit towards the end, and we're knocking on the door, but it's not good enough. And I don't think he will be so quick to make the same mistake this year. I think it's once bitten, twice shy, if I'm being completely honest with you. And it's quite a sensible, shrewd move from Slot, because Premier League wise, he can't really throw the kitchen sink at it, because I just think we're too far away from it now. Champions League guys is still going to be too much of an unknown entity. I think this is the one where you look at and say, if I box smart, there's no reason why this squad in its current form, with the current instructions, can go the full distance, because we've got the personnel to get us there.
Yeah, no, absolutely that. Yeah, we have got tonight's team, which we'll discuss now before we move on to wider conversations. We are right in terms of the 11 behind, just so I'll let you run through that. We just one change, I believe, to the bench. Wataru Endo is back in the matchday squad in place of, did I put Amar Vinallo on there? Yeah. There is no Amar Vinallo. I don't know whether you can make that change right now, but just bear that in mind as you go through the team if you can, please, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a seriously strong 11, I think it's fair to say. You got Endo, is he about?
I don't think Endo is. No.
He's been out for so long. Do you know what? Arne Slot said the other day in the press conference, possibly for this game, that he's been missing for 2 months, and my head fell off. Yeah. It didn't feel like that at all. I don't know why. It felt like about 3 or 4 weeks.
I've still got a Gahey card. That's any good.
You've shown the world. That was never supposed to be seen the light of day, that card. Anyway, that is the team, so go for it.
Yeah, so we have got Mamardashvili taking up his duties as goalkeeper for us within this game. Jamie Finbone will be moved back to right back. Joe Gomez is going to get a start next to Virgil van Dijk as a centre half. Andy Robertson will come back in as the left back. Curtis Jones in the midfield there, at the base of that midfield. Alexis McAllister, Dominic Szoboszlai. And then a front three, it looks like this could potentially be the shape as well. Ryogan Gamoa over on your left-hand side. Cody Gakpo through the middle. And Federico Chiesa there on this right-hand side. And then very briefly, I will just read you through the substitutes bench. It is Alisson, it is Calvin Ramsey, it is Ibu Konate. That is Nallo, but it will actually be Endo, Kerkez, Gravenberch, Treyarch, Florian Wirtz, and Hugo Ekitike is fit enough to make the bench. First thing that I will say about this 11,
go on.
Gakpo. Slot was very much against putting Gakpo through the middle. If he could have avoided it last season, if he could avoid it this season, it almost feels like he's had no choice at this moment in time, because there's just nobody that he can place up front. So that means Gakpo. What do you make of Gakpo's performances? You think he's had 2? Where he's had to play through the middle?
Yeah, he has. I think Gakpo's frustrating life out of everybody, isn't he, of late? Obviously, very nearly the hero a week or so ago down at Fulham. I think you said it, Arne Slot has been very, very reticent to play him as a centre-forward, and I think that's a hangover from Gakpo's previous attempts at being that. And I've got some sympathy with him, generally speaking, just across his Liverpool career, actually. I think he's come up with some massive goals. And his output, his numbers are actually pretty respectable. But the treatment of him, and I think Jurgen Klopp, I'm not speaking out of turn, I think Jurgen Klopp literally came out and said, basically, we got it wrong with Cody Gakpo, because they tried to make him Bobby Firmino 2.0, never going to happen. They dropped him into midfield, and I felt like eventually we just went, you know what, this fella's a left winger. We signed him as a left winger, let's just play him as a left winger. Yeah, again, circumstances dictate tonight that he needs to, because what else are you going to do? Jadon Danns isn't ready, Will Wright's not ready, Ekitike is clearly fit enough for the bench only. We know about Alexander Isak. Chiesa through the middle, something, but then you've got Gakpo wide on the right. Like, again, what else can you do, I guess? What's the alternative?
What is the alternative? And I get that. Do you know what he reminds me of? And it does not play a profile when I say this by any means, but Dirk Kuyt. There's like a Dirk Kuytism where he comes up with clutch goals and moments, but you're never going to be that guy. You could be a bit of an unsung hero and you could be a bit of a cult legend at some point if you had some big games in your locker. But I just don't ever feel like you're going to be that guy that we're going to call on to like start game in, game out. I do feel a little bit sorry for him. It kind of is a horses for courses move for me, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think Slot in an ideal world, because he hasn't really, if it's been available to him, he's never really wants to put Gakpo through the middle. But all things considered right now, needs must. Gakpo is the one that to go through the middle. The one thing that I'm a little bit more optimistic about is the pace that we're going to put around him. And I'm not saying Chiesa is the pace by any means. I think me and you watched him the other week, Dan, and he turned like an 18-wheeler. That was jokes. But outside that, this kid is electric. He's got a frightening amount of pace. And then I'm hoping as well, Jeremy Frimpong backing him up over on the overlaps for Chiesa, just adds a little bit of width and pace for us. So as long as Cody Gakpo can be busy and anticipate some of the deliveries, because I said this before about Frimpong, he's got the pace to burn and he will get to the byline and he will try and fizz a ball into the box. He always seems to be doing it off balance just because of the speed in which he operates. Gakpo needs to be on that page. He needs to be reading that and he needs to be anticipating when those balls get fizzed in. Where is it likely to drop when Jeremy Frimpong's trying to put a bit of a delivery in? Likewise, Robbo. We know Robbo's good with the delivery as well. It'll be a little bit more of a measured delivery. He'll probably put his foot on it and then roll it forward and try and get a bit of curl into the box. But we would just want to see some really strong and promising movement from Cody Gakpo. And as I say, be busy, be a handful. Look, lad, you're not a centre forward, but it's not like you're coming up against Real Madrid or City or even Arsenal's defence tonight. It is very much a League One side in Barnsley, am I right in saying?
League One and in the lower reaches of League One as well, yeah.
They're in the depths, mate, come on.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much prior to kick-off. Somebody here mentions, there's a few comments actually, which I'm going to sort of draw your attention to and get your thoughts on actually, but somebody here mentioned Ria would have been good through the middle. Generally speaking, I'm not against that as an idea. He has exclusively played left wing every time I've seen him enter a football pitch. But against this side, which have got two throwback centre halves, the physicality would have proved a little bit too much for young Rio. I think that's not to say he's not smart enough and capable enough to withstand it and take up interesting positions that make life difficult for the defenders. But I think you need a man, is what I'm trying to say, to go up against and go shoulder to shoulder with a couple of centre halves at this level. Yeah, a lot of people in the chat, Errol, suggesting alternatives to the lineup in terms of Calvin Ramsey's been mentioned quite a bit. But I think the general sort of feeling is that whilst a lot of us wanted him to go strong, and I'll compare and contrast the Plymouth side in a moment, now he's gone strong. People are quite surprised by how strong he's gone. People looking like the Virgil van Dijk, Dom Szoboszlai, lads who've played nigh on every minute this season.
This is your competition now, though, bro. I'm not trying to hear it.
Go on, all right, go for it.
No, do you know why? Because I'm like, you, man, if respectfully, yeah, if Virg, Dom, McAllister, Gakpo, Robbo wanted the night off, why aren't we sitting 2 points clear of Arsenal or 2 points off Arsenal? That's how you, man, get your night off in these FA Cup early round games. You know that because where was we this time last year? This time last year, you all had your feet up. And yet we went out to Plymouth and the weekend side probably still should have got us over the line. But you, man, got to put your feet up because of the work that you had done and the output that you had put into the Premier League. You had earned that respect and warranted it. Right now, we're nowhere near being top of the Premier League. As I said, the Champions League is not promised for any team, any English team this year. The FA Cup is Liverpool's best chance of getting silverware this season. When our best chance of getting silverware last season was the Premier League, Virg played every single game. Now FA Cup is our best chance of getting a trophy. He needs to be in the squad. Jones, Frimpong, Szoboszlai, McAllister, the senior players need to take the responsibility of understanding we still want to deliver silverware to this club this season. And if it means that we have to play our best team in order to do it. Look, City embarrassed Exeter. And yet you can say it was a much changed City. But did they have Haaland out? Haaland started that game. Yeah. Was he sat there complaining? No, because Pep understands we're probably not going to win the Premier League now. But we want to take this competition seriously. So in order to take the competition seriously, I need all of my lads to understand that this is the assignment from the first game and the first opportunity we have. They won 10-1. Nobody's complaining. They laid down a marker. Liverpool go and win 6, 7, 8 tonight and actually have the fans thinking, actually, yeah, This should be the competition we turn up for now. Most times that we get put out of the cup games, or when we get drawn out of the hat. That's what this Liverpool side need to do. And look, I don't care about the egos. Your ego's going to get a reality check, because look, if we would have been 2 points clear of Arsenal, if we'd be sitting top of the Premier League, I could guarantee you these lads would have the night off, but we're not. So, horses for courses, my friends.
Yeah, listen, it's hard to disagree with any of that. A lot of people suggesting that obviously Arne Slot has gone so strong because he's now concerned about his job, and if what we spoke about earlier on is true, I think an FA Cup win would give him a lot of credit. When it comes, I'm sure Liverpool will sit down and assess the managerial situation. They probably do it every summer, regardless of what's happened. But I'm absolutely convinced they will do it this time around. So, yeah, not surprised to see Arne Slot going strong. I liked how you never mentioned, when speaking about the fact we weren't going to win the Premier League, I like how you never included the Champions League in that conversation. Is that because we're still in it, therefore there's a chance? Or is that because it's Liverpool and it's the European Cup and that's just something that happens?
I'm never going to rule us out of the Champions League. I said from October, look, we might just have to, rescue the form enough so that when we get out of the group, the league format of the Champions League, we could do a PSG. That was all. And again, that's copium and that's kind of away with the fairies. But PSG were able to do it. Real Madrid have often done it year in, year out, where they struggle in the first part of the tournament, whether it's a group phase or whether it's a league format, and then they come good towards the back end of the competition. Liverpool need to find that dog in them. Liverpool need to rescue that. But I felt that we needed a combination of games, whether it be Premier League games, whether it had been Carabao Cup, whether it be FA Cup, just to have that competitive edge again, to get us back to that full speed so we can get into that rhythm of when it matters and means most, Liverpool can then deliver. Because we might be too far to deliver in the Premier League, but I still think Liverpool have got some big performances in them this season, and you can still bloody the noses from really good teams. In order to do that, we need to believe, and we need to have actually got the results. And I think 9 games without being beat now gives us a little bit of a foundation and a platform to say, if we really start putting, back end of last season, it was almost like relegation form to an extent. Beginning of the season, it was Champions League and Championship form. That's what we want again now. We want to rediscover that fire of, look, we need the form back end of the season, second half of the season, of being in the top 2, top 3 teams in the country. If we can rescue that form, be deep into an FA Cup, and then come against a good run in the Champions League, I still think it's a possibility. I'm never going to rule this Liverpool side out. And again, him, Salah, both knowing that this is the last 2 years to really push for a Champions League at this club, I think it's going to be massive for them. And I think there's probably been trying to reserve a little bit of something to give the best and all they can for those big competitions. So for me, I'm never going to rule us out of the Champions League until it's impossible for us to go.
And history would say that we're foolish to do so, because God only knows, with all due respect, worse squads than this one have ended up winning the Champions League for Liverpool Football Club. Yeah. So you just never know. But do you want to come over?
Yeah.
We'll have a chat over here. Come and sit down, take the weight off. Errol's going to join me at the desk, and then we will go through more of your comments and conversations around what's happening tonight. Interesting, actually. A few people suggesting, I think it's SofaScore, somebody's mentioned to me a couple of times, that they've got the lineup slightly different, not in terms of the personnel, obviously, but in terms of how it might look. Yeah, and they've gone Chiesa centrally, Rio from the right, and Gakpo from the left. Now, obviously, what that would do would keep Cody Gakpo in his favoured position. We've seen a little bit of Chiesa centre forward of late, so that's not out the question. The Rio thing, I've had a quick look there while you were talking. Now, his sample size of career isn't massive, so kind of whatever. But in the 30 odd games he's played as a footballer in his life, one solitary appearance as a right winger. So predominantly from the left, he's played one centre forward for what it's worth as well, but the rest have been from the left wing. So yeah, I think it would be asking a lot of a young kid, or is he just that fearless and that kind of whatever, he just play wherever he's asked? Yeah,
I think he would. I think he would just take any opportunity that he's given and just play wherever he's asked, really, and just go and express himself. And I think that's all you can really ask and want from somebody. Be busy, and do you know what? To me would make even more sense, really, because you've got Frimpong, who's absolutely frightening, and you've got Rio, that's frightening. If you've got two of them just on the same flank, just running that man, that's a nightmare for defenders to come up against and fullback. So you've got to be on your game if you know both of those are going to be absolutely flying towards you at full tilt. So maybe there's that kind of thinking in there, just to kind of overload in terms of that pace. Robertson and Robertson and Gakpo having a little bit more of understanding and keeping that continuity. And then again, Chiesa playing through the middle. I know he's had few and far between chances, and the last time he got an opportunity to play, didn't really take it. But again, even if he can give us 60 minutes through the middle, keep himself busy, be involved in some of the build-up and allow the opportunity for an Ekitike to come on and see out the game, then I think he's done his job. So there's a few different variations on the way that Liverpool can approach this, which is quite, again, considering it's a bit second string, it's still quite a strong side, but it's quite interesting that we've still got a few different options available to us. And I just think if we can keep Barnsley guessing and we can just be on the front foot and just remain positive throughout, I just don't see how those lads don't get some joy. And I know FA Cup games can be always a little bit difficult or tricky to call to see exactly what it's going to be in terms of how we unlock them. But I just think of that pace that the likes of Rio have got, the likes of Frimpong, and I just think we'll probably have too much for them. And, if a team as strong as that really struggles, that is a real damning, kind of, it's damning for the manager that, the lads can't get up for it. Because I said it after the Arsenal game, it's all well and good getting up for Arsenal, but it's what we do next. It's the Barnsleys, it's the Burnleys, it's how professional, and it seems to be a mentality thing for me. How professional are these lads to be on it and understand that, the assignment is win at all costs against any team that's put in front of us.
Yeah, well, exactly. Premier League clubs across the board, Premier League footballers, actually to be more precise, across the board, don't have to look too far back in the calendar to see what happens when your levels dip for whatever reason, whether it be psychologically or whether it be physically. When you're not up for it, you get found out.
Yeah, very quickly.
And Liverpool have been found out before in similar types of games to this. Again, the Plymouth game we mentioned, but I've watched Liverpool get beat by lower league opposition. When Northampton came to Anfield, we had scares along the way.
We had Leicester not so long ago. That gave us a bit of a scare.
There've been catastrophic upsets that Liverpool have been involved in. So we've got to guard against all of that stuff. But you're right, in terms of what he's put out as a starting 11, and indeed the strength of the bench, there's more than enough there.
And it's not to say that, Virgil van Dijk has to play the full 90 minutes. It's not to say that McAllister has to play the full 90 minutes either.
He shouldn't.
He shouldn't, and that's the point. The exercise tonight is, let's have this game killed off in 35, 40 minutes. And when I say killed off, let's be cruising at 3-0. Liverpool and 2-0 has not been a good scoreline for us all season. Let's be 3 goals up. Let's look confident. And let's be playing good footy, so the manager can look and say, right, I'm going to give it to the 55th minute, I'll give it to the hour mark, and then I'm going to be putting Verge on the bench, I'm going to be putting McAllister or Szoboszlai on the bench, and then I'm going to be bringing in some, substitutions there to just kind of freshen it up, and a little bit of game management applied to see us over the line. We've got too many options available for us, for Liverpool to not have the solutions on the pitch. And I always sometimes when you're like, you look at certain teams in the benches, like, really, you think, it's the 11. That 11's got to go out there and do it. Over the course of that 90 minutes, we've got enough there between that starting 11 and that bench that Liverpool should be able to cause them untold amount of problems, and I just don't think they'll be able to live with us. So, look at that Barnsley coach. He looks like a baby.
Conor Hourihane, isn't it, their manager? He played for Villa.
Is it? Yeah, how old is he?
He's young, he's mid-30s. I don't think he's long retired. I don't think he stepped straight into management.
My dad, I feel like we're probably older than my man.
We're close. Yeah. Definitely look it.
Yeah, very much.
Just on Barnsley, actually, that's a nice segue. I just quickly discuss them, just very, very briefly, because obviously we haven't got a deep knowledge and understanding of what they are and how they play, etc., etc. But they are currently sat 17th in League One. They've only played 21 games, which is mad considering the team directly above them, which is Plymouth, ironically, and below them have both played 25. So they've got a serious amount of games in hand. And that also lends itself to the next thing I want to show you, which is their recent results. As you can see, they last played on New Year's Day. They last played, which was Wigan away. So they had 11 days off. They were recently postponed against Port Vale, as you can see there as well. And the other thing worth mentioning on Barnsley, I'll bring you the team news in a minute for whatever that's worth. They are going for something I would suggest might be unprecedented. Not many teams can boast what they've already managed to accomplish at Anfield. And were they to do the job, the unthinkable tonight, I think they might be the only team ever to have won.
Every time they turn to Anfield.
They're going for the three-peat. They're going for 3 on the spin. 3 consecutive wins at Anfield.
Wow.
Is what they are pursuing tonight.
That can't happen, not on my watch.
So they've won the last 2. Don't get me wrong, they were split by a decent amount of years,
decades apart.
But they are going for 3 consecutive wins.
3 on the trot, yeah.
Can't happen, can it?
No, that can't. Not
so
tonight.
There's more incentive, Liverpool. Not only is
Do you
FA
think
Cup
our
at
team
stake.
know that at all? No. No. Do you think that's in the psyche of the players? Like, what?
Absolutely not. The only one, Andy Robbo, maybe. Yeah. Might be somewhat. When did Chiesa going into the dressing room saying, these are Beatles? There's not a chance in hell for Luca Chiesa.
But these lads will be plucky. They'll be up for it. Look, at the end of the day, that is the, the draw of the early rounds of the FA Cup. It's the kind of these plucky sides that really just want to upset the apple cart. They want to upset the established order. Yeah. And they want something to be able to chant and sing about. And I think Liverpool have been too guilty of allowing teams to still be in the game for at 60 and 70 minutes throughout the course of this season, when we feel as though the game should be killed off or Liverpool should be in cruise mode. Teams are still there or thereabouts, knowing that their game plan's worked. I want that manager to there turning his hair out and looking at sheets of paper and all sorts by 45 minutes, thinking everything I thought was going to happen just hasn't, and they've absolutely wiped the floor with us, because I need to start seeing this Liverpool team play with the confidence of champions like we did the other day, and I was proud of the lads and I was really, really encouraged by the performance, but I need to see more of that. Yeah. I want to see more of us bopping teams off the park and managing games, and I know we didn't get the result the other day in the 3 points, but by far it was head and shoulders one of our best performances of the season. And I think if Liverpool can maintain that desire, whether it's Barnsley, whether it's City, whether it's Manchester United or Arsenal, it doesn't matter what the other opposition is. It's you v you, and do you want it enough? And I think Liverpool have been guilty of not wanting it enough at points this season. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, and to the point we made earlier on, and I bring up that Plymouth side that we put out last year, but there's a couple of lads who've been given opportunities. Like if Ryan Gamoa does strongly believe he deserves more chances in the Premier League, then go out there and show us tonight. Chiesa falls into a similar category as well. Other than that, it's much of a muchness in terms of what we've seen. Obviously, Andy Robertson's been using the rotation with Milos Kerkez. Just quickly bring you to Barnsley at 11. Then they've got Cooper in goal, Shepherd, didn't prepare myself for that name, D. Gevigny, O'Keefe, Phillips. I think Phillips is a Scouser and a Red. I think I'm right in saying. Ogbeta, Cleary, Watson, Bland. Very, very just average, quite mundane footballer. Keelia Dunn and Yoga Nathan, which sounds like a lad on Instagram who just decided he's going to do yoga. And the bench of Flavel, Roberts, that's David McGoldrick. People may remember him from Sheffield United days. O'Connell, Gent, Kelly, Barrett and Farrell. So that's Barnsley's team. And I keep promising to go through the Liverpool side that took on Plymouth at this stage of the FA Cup last season, so we'll do that now. It was Kelleher in goal. James McConnell played right back. Joe Quansah, Joe Gomez, who's also starting tonight. Joe Gomez, of course. Costas Tsimikas, Harvey Elliott, Wataru Endo, who's back in the squad tonight, which is good news. Trey Leone, who's also on the bench. Federico Chiesa, Luis Diaz, and the late, great, forever 20, that is Diogo Jota, of course. So, yeah, it's actually... when you cast your mind back and think about that, it's not as weak as I seem to recall.
No, it's not as weak as I recall it being either.
Like Diaz started.
Did one of them go off though early?
Gomez went off early. Gomez went off after 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. And Isaac Mabaya came on from, I think, and McConnell went to... we struggled there after, I think, Endo dropped into centre half. But yeah, a front three of Jota was mentioned, and Diaz and Chiesa was pretty strong. So when people think about Arne Slot throwing the early rounds of the FA Cup, he didn't really. And he'd have expected more.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it, really? It was that feeling that we should have delivered more with that attack today there. This should have been, and again, at the time, Jota was probably, rest his soul, was probably fighting for more minutes and trying to get more game time. Chiesa definitely, because he'd just been on the fringes for so long. Yeah. Diaz seemed to be, constant. He was in every team pretty much last season. He played that much for us, and he was a good asset for large parts of last season. But again, frustrating. The levels there, and again, it comes back to that desire. How much do you want it, lads? And I think this is what the challenge is going to be for this season's lads here now. And You know, it is a completely different front three. I'd argue that the front three from last season is probably stronger than the one that we've got in with tonight, if I'm being completely honest with you.
So
it's going to be interesting to see how these lads approach it and see if they can take the game to Barnsley.
Yeah, well, we added Darwin Núñez from the bench, and Trent Cohn-Doherty came on late on.
I'm sure Darwin nearly scored. Oh, he hit the post or something. Or
that rings a bell. Yeah, Curtis Jones on the bench as well, but I think I'm right in saying he had a problem and he probably shouldn't have even been on the bench. Yeah, but anyway, it's by the by at this point. We know what tonight's team is. We know what the Barnsley team is. We know what's at stake. We know who we're facing in the next round, etc., etc. So we're pretty well set. Are we happy? Are we feeling good about everything?
Yeah, as I say, I've been looking forward to this one this weekend. I think it's an opportunity, and again, it's the new year now, so there can be a fresh and a new energy, and we can draw a line over, you know, the incredible year that was 2025, the highs and the lows that came with that year, and these lads can now focus their mind on, right, we just want to try and make this year now, calendar year, as successful as possible. You know, we want to still lift silverware, we want to go deep into the competitions we can go deep into, and we want to prove why we was given champions, you know, the Premier League last year, and I think they've got every opportunity to do that, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I am looking forward to it. I just want to see a dominant performance. So I want us to, and again, I almost hate it has to be Barnsley because I've got no, you know, bad vibes towards Barnsley, but someone needs a spanking, and I'm afraid it has to be you. Like, because look, the next game, I can't sit here with my chest out and be like, we're going to spank Brighton. Brighton will come and play good footy, and they'll be in the game for large parts. To give you that confidence and to give you a little bit of momentum, like, people need a scalp right now, and we need to just get a couple under our belt, and the sooner we can start doing it and picking up massive results that mean stuff again. You know, points for point sake in the Premier League right now is just bread and butter, because we want to rediscover some form and we want to close in, lock in that position in the Champions League. But outside of that, it's just mundane, it's your bread and butter, it's just your routine. The excitement's going to come from the FA Cup, and it's going to come from the Champions League. So I hope that this Liverpool team can rise to those challenges. Yeah,
I think you're right in terms of your assessment of where we're going to get our kicks from between now and the end of the season. But to the point, I think it'd be nice to remind ourselves, and that's not to say we haven't scored goals and played attractive football in recent weeks, because it's been there, maybe in short bursts of times. But you're right, putting on a bit of a show for Anfield will be fun tonight, regardless of opposition. Again, I've got no ill feeling whatsoever towards Barnsley.
No, but I'm sorry, it has to be you almost. But like let's just do it. Like,
it should be, ultimately. And again, all due respect to Barnsley, I'm aware of what happens in this cup. We've seen it over the weekend, as mentioned right at the top of the show. But yeah, we just need to go out there and put on a bit of a performance.
Because I've said for Premier League wise, you know, I'm not bothered about performances, just get me the results for the time being. But I think if we was to go out there and have a bit of a sour performance tonight and just get the result, I still think you'd get people moaning.
Well, we've seen it in recent weeks.
Yeah, the doubt would seep back into us. I want us to be dominant, so people go, yeah, well, they was never going to stand a chance against, Liverpool.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be. Do you know what I mean? So
I've seen this Conor Gallagher stuff. I was convinced he was off to Aston Villa, but look, Spurs bound.
What? Have they just hijacked
David Ornstein, literally 20 minutes ago.
Bomber, you lie. They hijacked it.
It looks like he's off to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah, I was going to say White Hart Lane then, but it's not.
It's not. So he was Chelsea, weren't he? Chelsea then Atletico. Yes, who need... I don't mind it, because... Well, I do mind it, to be fair, because I want Villa to do really well this season. I want them to...
But they're doing really well now. What does really well look like?
I want them to win the Premier League.
Well, that ain't ever like.
I
hate to be the bearer of bad news, mate.
Why can't that happen? Arsenal...
Chat, do you want to tell the guy?
Arsenal historic bottle jobs. Like, I am hoping that somebody can kind of upset their party, and I'd love it to be in the form of Aston Villa. But I think they need more in their squad if they had any ambition of pushing to push anybody for a title or Europa League.
I must admit, I couldn't help but think,
what do Spurs need? What are Spurs going to do with Conor Gallagher?
Where do you start? What do they need?
Yeah, they need everything.
Everything.
So how is he going to help?
They need a new manager. I like Conor Gallagher. I think he's a good player. But I was a bit, not concerned, but I was a bit like, if he did go to Villa, because the Harvey Elliott thing still just feels very, very odd to me. The fact that Emery's just completely gone, no, not my guy.
I don't even think it's... Well, I think there is a little bit of Emery, but I also think it's the board. You don't want to pay the dough for him.
No, but had he been deemed good enough for Emery, they would have done. Because 35 million in today's market, a snip, young English talent like that. Yeah. If Emery would have gone to the board and said, oh yeah, I love Harvey Elliott, and he'd have played him, 8-9 times in the first month and a half, they'd have gone on 35 million, absolutely no-brainer. But clearly, that first bit hasn't happened.
True.
Anyway, what will be happening here is Fan Interactive Show, which is the part of the night where we just have a chat for 20 minutes or so. Errol's going to leave the room and then come back in about 10 minutes before kick-off, something like that, so 20 minutes.
20
and
minutes
Anne's going to speak to you all for a little bit. So before all of that happens, here's the manager. See you in a sec.
Were we already knocked out of the Champions League at that moment when we played? No. So there was a question just a second ago about the substitutions we made and how big of a squad we have. And I think last season I made the decision that some players needed to rest in the FA Cup because you cannot play every player every single time. But it's obvious that we're not on the League Cup anymore. And the FA Cup has always been very important for us, but sometimes in a season where you are still competing for the League Cup, for the Champions League and the league, with the amount of players we had last season and have this season, you have to make choices. But I can guarantee you that on Monday you will see all the players you see today, maybe with some substitutions, but then they will be on the bench. So that's going to be different than last season against Plymouth. Yeah.
Will you sort of use Plymouth as a warning to the players to say, that can happen?
I'm not sure, because we all know in FA Cup or in cup competitions things can happen, but you cannot compare Plymouth away with the players we played back then to Barnsley at home. But Barnsley, I was just informed by Tony, the last time they played against us, they beat us, but that was in 2008 in our stadium. So am I correct, Tony? Or not? Yeah, I remember that correctly. So we take them, as we took Plymouth, very serious as well. And people would argue that if they look at the lineup, but then I have to tell them why we did this. Why did we play the League Cup against Crystal Palace with the players we've played? That is because if we might have played maybe Virgil and these players again, I would have missed out on them maybe tonight as well. And I can only hope that Conor Bradley is top fit again very soon. But I'm not convinced about that. So maybe another player.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Redmen TV and your watch-along at Liverpool taking on Barnsley in the FA Cup third round. A tie that we now know the winner of will face Brighton and Hove Albion at home, either Anfield or Oakwell. Hopefully Anfield, of course. Just want to let you guys all know what's going to go on. So we've got 20 minutes or so before kickoff. I'll be hosting this next bit of the show, and then Errol will return. He'll be here for 5 or so minutes on his own while I go and eat. And then we will do the watch-along. We will have you covered every single step of the way, much in the same way that the new Redmen Plus app does. If you haven't downloaded it already, what are you waiting for? And we don't even need to pay anything. You don't really need to register. You just need to download the app. And if you do so, you will be in with a chance of winning as nearly says signed, then it's not signed, this year's kit, this year's Liverpool home kit. We will be literally sending that to you just for downloading the app. So what's not to like about that? But yeah, do go and check it out. It is a one-stop shop, if you'll pardon the marketing jargon, for everything Liverpool when it comes to fan-created content, and all the paid stuff's on there, all the free stuff's on there. Everything that we do will exist and be housed on there. So do go and check it out, Redmen Plus app. And yeah, do it, because why not? Doesn't cost you anything. If you want to sign up as a Plus member, even better. More the merrier. Come along for the ride and all that good stuff. Wonderful. Right, Liverpool taking on Barnsley. What do we think? How are we feeling? Are we happy? Strong team selection from Arne Slot. Strong bench as well. Wataru Endo back in the squad, which is positive news. Somebody a moment ago, Super Chat, listen, we couldn't escape the elephant in the room in terms of literally 20 minutes before we went live, Real Madrid sacked Xabi Alonso. What are you going to do? You've got to speak about it, haven't you? Because whether we like it or not, Xabi Alonso will forever be connected to this football club. And the fact that when we were going to lose Jurgen Klopp, Xabi Alonso was seemingly the next best up-and-coming manager, potentially about to be on the market, and therefore we were obviously linked. He ended up going to Real Madrid, que sera, and that hasn't worked. He's now a free agent again. There's a little bit of pressure still on the slot. People put 2 and 2 together and make Xabi Alonso Liverpool manager. So it's been discussed. Obviously, it has pros and it has cons. The fact that Arne Slot is still in situ and maybe for many years to come is probably the major caveat to all of this conversation. But yeah, I think there are some positives from it. Flavian Wirtz and Jamie Frimpong to name but 2. But yeah, We won't discuss it in any more detail because we did a big chat on it earlier on as we began tonight's show. So we will instead discuss Liverpool against Barnsley and what that means, which I think means quite a significant amount, actually. I think Arne Slot has told us that with his team selection. The fact he's chosen many... there's a couple of lads on that bench, I think Tronioni in particular, I'm probably looking at you, who could have quite conceivably come in to that midfield tonight in place of possibly Dom Szoboszlai, who, as we know, has ran the entirety of the circumference of the earth this season for Liverpool. But he hasn't. He's gone with a really strong 11. And that's not to say that on the hour mark he'll want to be 3 or 4-0 ahead and then he can make his changes and allow those youngsters, training only, to come on. But still, it's not in keeping with what I think we anticipated and expected from Jurgen Klopp. And that's not to say he hasn't taken Cup seriously, because we mentioned the Plymouth game earlier on. There was the Accrington game in the third round prior to that as well, which was a relatively strong team. And the Plymouth one was still had senior lads involved in it. But this is strong. This is certainly stronger than the side he put out a few weeks ago against Crystal Palace, which was decidedly weak and had an even weaker bench available to him in terms of experience. So, yeah, interesting. Is that true? If so, that's fascinating. I mean, there's a few academy lads or lads who I suppose it depends if you're classing Trey and Rio as Liverpool academy lads. Like, they both played for the academy, so you kind of have to. But they were both signed into the club, so maybe not a Marvin Allo as well. Well, he's not in the squad, actually, so forget about him. Yeah, that's interesting. If that's accurate, that's a bit mad. Wasn't everyone? Are we talking about Arne Slot here? Oh, wasn't everyone doubting him? Was I on my own doubting him? When I watched us get torn to pieces and played off the park by PSV, and then what followed, albeit slightly better in terms of results, there was definitely an upturn, but it wasn't pretty, was it? So I don't think I was the only one. I probably still do have my lingering doubts and reservations about whether he is indeed the right guy long term. I hope he is, and I'm sure there's a chance he might be. But I don't think I'm the only person who's doubted whether Arne Slot is the man for Liverpool, full stop, personally. I mean, it would be a sight, wouldn't it? It would be some midfield. It would be some training session. But I don't know. I've got this weird thing about Gerrard when it comes to being the assistant. He's such a big deal that I'm not sure he could ever be assistant to anyone, because it would just all be about him. And that's not to say he'd want that. I don't think he would. He'd want the opposite, probably. But in terms of the media focus, it would be so Gerrard-centric. It would just be an odd dynamic. But yeah, that's my take on it. Alonso is almost big enough in his own right to stand on his own 2 feet and allow that limelight conversation to sort of pan out. But I don't know. I've just got this weird thing about it. Still out as in not in the room, because he's not in the room. If that's what you're getting at. Yeah, we have struggled in recent times, but again, I don't think this little period of time completely tells us the full story about Arne Slot's Liverpool and what he wants Arne Slot's Liverpool, the vision for it, if you like. I think it's partly circumstantial in terms of needing to stop the bleeding from what was going on before, and more recently injuries and availability have kind of hamstrung him. But without knowing fully what he wants and what it looks like and whether it works or not, it's hard to nail all your colours to his mast, I think. That's how I feel anyway. But yeah, let's wait and see. And there is a little bit of that. I tend to agree, and I've seen a few people mention similar in the chat, because it's a man who came in and won us the Premier League, won us number 20, so should absolutely have some respect on his name. But again, I think there's a fair amount of the fan base who are still undecided on him. That's just kind of what I see day to day. If Chiesa cooks, does Slot finally starting for a Premier game? Well, he started a couple of games recently. He's been more involved recently. Let's frame it like that, actually. He may well cook tonight. I don't know how much. And it's funny because it felt like post-Plymouth, Arne Slot put a lot of negative stock in that performance because senior lads, Chiesa included, didn't show up that day. He kind of forgot about them and said, well, that's you then. That was your chance. You didn't take it. See you later. Confined to the bench forever. And on the flip side, if you do perform to the level required, if you do come up tonight and get 2 or 3 goals or whatever it looks like, I don't know whether we'd quite put the same amount of credence in that, if that makes sense. I don't think if Chiesa suddenly did get a hat-trick tonight and an assist, I don't think he'd suddenly be a shoe-in to start the next 5 Premier League games at right wing, for what it's worth. He's not, though. It's Mamardashvili in goal. Do we have any hopes, dreams, beliefs for tonight? Do we have any predictions? Do we have any goal scores we'd like to see? Are there a couple of lads who maybe could do a confidence boost, potentially? Looking at you, Cody Gakpo, perhaps. I think Ryan Gamoa is one who could stake a bit of a claim, actually, because I think he is somebody, he's a kid, so he won't care, but he may well feel a little bit hard done by the lack of opportunities and lack of exposure he's had at first team level, because we've seen how talented he is. And I think there has been 2 or 3 moments, even in recent weeks, whereby he could have been thrown into the mix, and he hasn't been. So this could be tonight a reminder to Arne Slot and everybody else, just of his talent and how gifted the kid is. Probably Germany, I think. Is that a holiday destination? I normally go for football purposes, but I do love going to Germany. So yeah, I used to go to Cyprus a lot as a kid. I also lived in Australia, as I mentioned millions of times. And that was just brilliant. So yeah, a few. If Gahey goes elsewhere, what I presume that means Senesi, not like Sensi or Van der Ven. I like both. Van der Ven would be my preference, truthfully. And I think I'm right in saying, if memory serves me, he's got a bit of a connection to Liverpool. He's a Liverpool fan. Been to Anfield with his dad. I seem to recall there being a picture of. But yeah, I think Van der Ven, just for the raw pace alone, would be my chosen one if it wasn't Gahey. But that's not to say there aren't other options. I'd love Bastoni, but it might be in a dream world there. There's 2 or 3 lads that I'd be taking a long, hard look at if Gahey didn't come in. And I think Liverpool will need a longer short list than Mark Gahey regardless, because even if Gahey comes in, what's to say that Canati doesn't leave in the summer anyway? Van Dijk's suddenly 12 months away from the end of his deal. So I do think there will be more names on that list. Somebody mentioned Slotterbeck and somebody here says we need both. We probably do. And who knows? It's all good, by the way. Who knows with Giovanni Leone? Liverpool actually are doing a lot of academy recruitment in this window. There's already signed 2 young centre-backs have arrived, with 1 to follow in the summer. So Liverpool are looking longer term when it comes to that particular department. But yeah, we did that with Leone, as we know, and he needs to come back from an ACL, which can often be complicated. So yeah, the centre-back department is a little bit up in the air, I think, in terms of what it looks like 12, 24 months from now. But there's talent around. There's definitely talent. The Senegalese, like Liverpool won't, well, Liverpool haven't thrown him straight in. I think he's 18, isn't he? As far as I'm aware, he literally arrived like 2-3 days ago, did his signing stuff, all very exciting. The family would be absolutely buzzing. They'd been even more buzzing had he. He's probably there tonight, is what I'd say. If I know anything about Liverpool and the way they deal with academy signings, how they handle this sort of thing, he's probably in Anfield with his family, I'd say. A place on the bench would have been lovely, but unlikely. And given Liverpool's strong bench as well, who'd you take off? Like, they might be desperate to get some minutes into Taro Endo because he hasn't been seen for so long, and you know, you got Florian Wirtz, Trainioni probably deserves a run out too. So yeah, maybe Canate could have had the night off. Who knows? Who knows? Tar would have been a decent acquisition. Ousmane Diomande, yeah, we was one linked with us a lot when Ruben Amorim was hot favourite to become our next manager. Yeah, this is a concern around Van der Ven. I think if he can stay fit for a prolonged spell and Spurs continue to be, well, Spurs, I think he'd be a viable candidate. Somebody mentioned Bergvall here, who's very much a centre midfielder, but also a player I quite like, and I do quite like that comment as well. I seen you have a go at me earlier, Quadbod, and rightfully so, by the way. It wasn't a player I was aware of. I like to think I'm quite up on my academy knowledge, but I didn't know that. But yeah, you're right. They have bought all the centre-backs, so we are a little bit... To be fair, it's a smart tactic. Just sign all the set-piece coaches that exist in the world, including Thomas Gronemark, former Red, and sign all the centre-halves, and then nobody else can have any. Who out of Redmen would be the best in the LFC quiz? I suppose it depends. Probably not me, right? I'm going to say something here. Maybe Paul, maybe Chris. If you want to extend the team out, probably John Machin, just because of the wealth of knowledge he has about the Reds. I'd be all right. But my knowledge is probably more niche. And by that I mean the lesser known Liverpool players, like the lads who barely played, or like the academy lads and that sort of stuff, and lads who went out on loan. Like, I'm really good with that. I've got like a special subject, if you like. My actual special subject is football stadiums. I'm unbelievable at them. Like, unbelievable at them. But my general football knowledge, I don't think it's too bold to say, in terms of like literal general knowledge when it comes to lower league teams and up and down the country and even across Europe and the world to a certain extent, is probably better than most of the others, I think. I don't think that's too outrageous. I apologise to all my colleagues. But their Liverpool-centric knowledge might be better than mine and probably will be better in a quiz. But I think my, knowing of what's going on around in a football sense would probably win. I think that answered your question. We did. Don't worry about that. That was not a serious thing. Don't pay any attention to the results of that one. Exactly. This is kind of what I'm getting at. Weird, but you kind of have a look like Crouch. That is weird. And I've never heard that before in my life. Do I? I mean, I'm not 6'10" for a start. He's not that tall. But he's got blonde hair, I've got dark hair. I don't think he really has much of a prominent beard. I feel like there is some stubble occasionally. But anyway. Yeah, absolutely nailed it. Spot on. Yeah, I can't, by a country mile. Like, takes no shit. Let's do, that was not today because of tonight's game. That will be tomorrow. So come and join us for that usual 1 o'clock kickoff time. Somebody else can see Crouch in me. I mean, I hope that's not a euphemism. Listen, it probably isn't. What's the scran today? I've got some dark chocolate digestives to the right of me. I've had my tea already. I had that upstairs earlier on. What else have I got food-wise? Oh, I've got some cereal waiting for me upstairs. It's not, the milk isn't poured in it because that'd be dreadful. So when Errol comes back, I'm going to pop upstairs, eat some cereal, and then come and join you all for the game itself. That's what you needed to know. In the summer, all I think we need to sign is 2 centre-backs and a defensive midfielder. The defensive midfielder stuff's interesting. And I'd probably go along with that. I do think the one thing, the profile of player this squad might be missing is a 6 that Arne Slot really wants. And that's not to say that he doesn't really want Ryan Gravenberch. I'm not sure he really wants Wataru Endo. This is one I have heard a lot, by the way. I nearly said that a minute ago, but I thought I won't because what's the point? But I have heard that a lot. Thanks. That's really good as well. I was going to say, stylistically, I think he would like a different 6 option. One who plays 6 and understands what it takes to play the 6, but not just a 6, not just a defensive midfielder, but one who's comfortable in possession and could do all the get us out from deep stuff as well, and the pace setter, if you like. Adam Wharton is kind of what I'm thinking of. Actually, Stefan Bajcetic, albeit Stefan Bajcetic who never had the injuries and just carried on his trajectory as it looked like it was going to be at the best development of all time. I think he had all the attributes to be exactly what we need, but shit happens. We have to sign a defender. I think we do. And I think the Conor Bradley injury news should have forced Liverpool's hand. Whether it does or not remains to be seen. But Liverpool's stance, for what it's worth, was we're quite happy with what we've got. But then when you lose a key component of what you've got, i.e. Conor Bradley, are you still happy? You probably, I would say you needed one anyway. And now you definitely need one. So it'd be interesting to see whether Liverpool react to that or not, and whether the reaction is Mark Gahey, because I think it probably should be. But let's wait and see. Would I take Origi back as a free agent? For vibes or for football? That's probably the biggest question. Can someone have a word with Dale? Or check in on Dale? One or the other. Because that is nuts. He is unfortunately injured again. Listen, as much as I'd love to sit here and say that Stefan Bajcetic will be the solution come the summer, I'd be lying to you, because kind of this a little bit. That Matthias Mane's one. And I think, listen, young kid bursts onto the scene, starts scoring goals at Premier League level. That team looks like they're absolutely destined for relegation, aren't they? And the kid just happens to be called Mane. The Liverpool links are somewhat inevitable. But he does like a talent. He absolutely looks like a talent. So let's wait and see. The Bescott Stadium. Listen, what I will say is, it's more like original names. These newfangled stadium sponsors that change the stadium name to, I don't know, the TJ Williams Arena, whatever, that isn't fair. So they don't count. So if Walsall suddenly is called something mad, then, I don't know, the corner shop home doesn't make sense. But you get my drift. Yeah, then that don't hold that against me. That's not my fault. Matt Anderson. I don't know who Matt Anderson is. If you mean Elliot Anderson, then I believe Forest 100 million for him. Good player. Really good against us earlier on the season at Anfield, I thought. But I just, no. I can't pay 100 million for him. I'm sorry. I just seen one I wanted to bring up then. Yeah. Where's that gone? Oh, here we go. Who scores today? That's a great question. I think we'll win, first off. I think we'll win 4-0. And I think Gakpo will get 2. Maybe Dominic Szoboszlai will score. And let's go Chiesa. Somebody saying Rio. Yeah, finally. Possibly Joe Gomez. Who knows? It's all good. 9-0. You can only see us winning 9-0. Rio hat-trick, Gomez header. Yeah, do you know what? Joe Gomez breaking his 10-year duck and finally scoring would be a nice subplot to tonight's event. So yeah, I'm here for that. Gomez on pens. Listen, if we are 8-0 up, as somebody predicted a moment ago, and we get a penalty, it's only right that Joe Gomez steps up to take that, because God only knows he deserves it. He's like in testimonial territory. If they still do them, they should do. A 1 minute hat trick, anything under 4-0. I mean, this is where we are. Thanks. Gomez needs to score the winner to make it 7 times in May. Oh, could you imagine the scenes? I have seen that. There was in the small print of the draw earlier on. I think Steve McManaman mentioned it. So yeah, I think you're right. Which is good. I'm not going to read that transfer comment because that's nuts. Errol's back. Well, are you good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on in then, my friend. Come on in. Can we swap the one cam to Errol? Because I'm going to go upstairs and eat some food and then come back. Is that possible? Is that something we can do? Look at that. Seamless.
Wow.
Look at that. Errol, do you want to just chat to people? Are you good?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Yeah.
How do I get rid of that comment, so? Is that going to be there the whole watch long?
There you go.
Look at that.
Look at that. I'll hang fire while you get the comments up, if that's okay. And then I'll go and eat some food and have a tip. Oh, yeah. Do you want me to do that now? Yeah. Well, I'll do that now.
You do that now.
Go to a second clip before we start, I've just been told. So let's do that.
Liverpool are currently on a 10-game unbeaten run, and while it hasn't always been rosy and it hasn't been perfect, I mean, probably a couple too many draws that you'd want in that run, there is something to just keeping that going a bit. And I know a loss against Barnsley is dreadful for momentum. It's dreadful for the feeling around the club. It's dreadful for the manager, because there's still a lot of people who aren't having him still. And I know I don't think there's any danger at this moment in time of the manager losing a job. I don't think that's even been discussed. But that negativity creeps back in. Liverpool have been knocked out of cups by lower league teams before, especially with managers who were having a little bit of ropey time. And it's never great. So I wonder, from his point of view, that's part of this as well. The last thing he wants is just a mood to be, we stopped losing all the time, and then we got ourselves into a position where we're doing okay, not fantastic. A loss in the cup could really dampen that, so that's in his interest as well, just to keep this little feeling of decent momentum going.
Yeah, and if you go back to Palace in the League Cup, although you can't blame the individual players out there at the time, it was obviously basically the under-21s and not the first team. It didn't help the mood around the place that we were, even if it's not the first team playing, it's still Liverpool. It still contributed to the losing streak. It still kind of all made us feel down in the dumps, and it put us out the competition, of course. So Barnsley, for me, Slot's basically said he's going to play the first team. Whether they all start or not, we don't know, but they will be in the squad. And it's an opportunity to get a bit of a good feeling back, because even though, as you say, Liverpool have been on this 10-game unbeaten run, we haven't scored many goals, particularly in that time. And fingers crossed, Barnsley at home can be an opportunity for some players to build a bit of confidence.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Redmen TV. Yeah, we are best part of 5 minutes away from kickoff. You can see the lads there warming up in the tunnel now. We've got some pink training jackets that's a fair. I don't think I've ever seen them this season. But yeah, do Redmen ever stop eating? I haven't been. I ain't even been eating this time. I've been okay. I've been good. I'm on a diet, so I'm not eating too much rubbish at the minute. Wobbly Banana says, how many goals, Errol, lad? I want a big score. I'm saying like 5-0, 5-1, something like that. I'm sorry it has to be Barnsley, but I need goals to get put in the back of the net tonight. Mr. J Mango says, the fact that Alisson has scored for Liverpool and Gomez has not is mad to me. Yeah, it's mad to all of us. I mean, if Joe Gomez gets on the score sheet tonight as a little side plot, I think it will be scenes. But what else has the chat been saying? How have you guys been? How are you all feeling? Looking forward to this. Alonso is 3-4. Yeah, we did a little bit on that earlier in the show, and I'm not ready to go all in on Alonso yet. I think it's like the idea of it is better than the reality sometimes, and I think the idea of him being able to come to the club and at work, and we have this magical fairy tale ride of, you know, Champions League wins and Premier League wins as him as our manager. As much in an ideal world, it'd be brilliant. I just think the reality, it'd just be so difficult to achieve, and the pressure that he puts himself under as a Liverpool manager then would be immense. And you know, here are the lads now about to walk out onto the pitch. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're donning this pink. Is there a reason we got this pink tracky top on? Pink over red? I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm not no fashionista, but yeah. Well said about Alonso. Yeah, Alonso rejected. And it's that as well. I'm like, yo, bro, big man thing, you chose Real Madrid over the opportunity to manage us not so long ago. So why now should we come running to you with our tails between our legs? It just doesn't sit right with me. Bro, if you could get me over to Boston, I will come to Boston 100%. I would love the trip over stateside at some point. That would be fantastic. But as far as I'm aware, there are no immediate plans to do any shows in the USA. But it'd be brilliant if we could. That would be boss. Teddy Bellum says Slot will fix it. And, you know, I'm still of the opinion that I hope he can fix it and take us back to playing some exciting football and an exciting brand of football. I think it's imperative that in the next 4 to 6 months we see enough from him and this team to suggest that, yeah, he can still be the guy on a long-term basis. As I said, the jury is still out for a lot of people. A lot of people have already made up their mind, and it's going to take a lot to try and win them back over. I'm not necessarily in the camp of it's going to take a lot to win me over, but I need to see enough from you in between now and the end of the season to say, yeah, you can handle what it is to be a manager at this club on a long-term basis. Yeah, well, yeah, he chose to stay at Bayer Leverkusen. He did, but at the end of the day, it's because he knew that he was going to get the Real Madrid job if he stayed the season. So, on that note, just as the team news is coming out the lineups, I will slide across and let Dan Club get back in.
What did I miss? Look at that.
Not a lot, to be honest. We've got these pink training jackets. This is a
pink
DDR, yeah.
I've seen them before.
I've not seen them before. I like this though.
Heavy,
this one's heavy, but I'm not 100% sold on the pink. I'm not going to lie.
I'll reserve judgment till I see it. I'm hoping to get a glimpse. I mean, they've given us too many graphics over the screen right now to catch a look, but I am keen, I must admit. As in the club shop earlier on as well, I didn't notice any pink range necessarily.
No, I don't know whether it's just for an FA Cup game, if there was a special reason. I think they might have taken it off by the time the graphic goes down.
I've not seen anything in terms of like...
But it was full on, like fluorescent, like a highlight to be pink and everything.
Well, yeah, I could also do like some initiatives. I know Spurs did like an all-white thing to mark their history, and the last time they won the FA Cup, I think. That went well. But I don't see anything from Liverpool perspective in terms of the reasons why.
No, I don't know why. It was just, yeah.
Unless we just... Everton fans fumed on Saturday.
It's off, now it's off, yeah.
Because they lost, ultimately, obviously. Missed every pen. But they wore their fourth kit, their brand new... Like, they released it that day and then wore it that day at home. And the fans were not best pleased.
No, probably not.
It's like a gimmick. Like
yeah, it is.
A sales thing.
Yeah, it is. And then we're out. Yeah, no.
And then they got knocked out,
that can't run.
Went from bad to worse. Anyway.
Well, my mum's on it. Go on, Christine. Big up yourself. Breast cancer awareness is what she's feeding him. She's feeding back to us. It is that. Breast cancer awareness.
I've not seen that.
I haven't. And if that is true, the plug there, the source, Christine. Thank you very much for that
Well done,
information
you.
because
Well done,
now that makes a lot more sense to me in my mind.
Yeah, and I'm here
And it's
for it.
fitting. And I'm here, I'm here for it as well, if that's the case. So
love that. Brilliant.
big up
Superb.
Liverpool.
Right, we are just about to get underway. In fact, I tell you, we are on the way. Errol, have you give people their housekeeping?
I haven't, no, I didn't get a chance to do that. So yes, people, please do make sure that you are dropping a like on the stream. We always aim for about 1,000 likes, and it usually gives Liverpool that extra edge to make sure that we get the win. Obviously, this would see us through to the next round of the FA Cup, which would be fantastic. And then you can also let us know where in the world you are watching from and what time it is.
Barnsley have hit the post. Wow.
With a good bit of play as well.
Lovely bit of play. Out to the right winger.
Yeah.
Early ball in, and as the captain, it's Keelia Dunn, gets up. Does he get up in front of Gomez?
It's a great ball, that, you know.
It's a great ball. Van Dijk, God my God.
Mamardashvili's beaten as well, by the way.
Well beaten. It's a great header, and it cannons back off the post. Van Dijk gets under it at the near post, and he's up against Gomez, and he wins that battle comfortably. And Barnsley
almost strike first
nearly
blood.
had the perfect start.
After a minute, wow.
There's a wake-up call for you.
Yeah, massive. Liverpool need to wake up and wake up fast because we was not expecting that. And it wasn't like it was just a route one, pump it long, and it was just, one ball over the top. There was a lovely little bit of, passing it around onto that right wing, cuts it inside a little bit, eyes up the cross, and it's so close. He's very unlucky.
He was unlucky. Well, that's a threat we need to be wary of straight away, because one thing we do know, and it's been spoken about a lot less in recent times, because Liverpool seem to have got a bit of a handle on it, is just how vulnerable we are from balls into the box, whether it be from open play or, of course, set pieces. And Barnsley will test us. We've just seen it there.
Straight out the gate.
In that sense, because they're used to playing. A lot of the football pyramid now tries to get it down and play and pass out from the back, etc. But they've still got opportunity to mix it. There's a momentary bit of concern here. One-on-one with Van Dijk. He's also wide. He's delivered into the box again, and Robertson helps it on its way. Will just about prevent the throw in. Yeah, lively start from Barnsley.
Yep.
Gakpo is playing centrally, and it is Rio from the left and Chiesa from the right. Yeah, we've just seen why there, I'd say, Errol. Listen, there's a bit of the hoof clearance, but Gakpo's able to hold off his man and win as a free kick. Yeah. I'm not sure anybody else, particularly Ringamaro, will be able to do that in that position.
No, I agree with you there. I think that's probably the right call. Someone to just be able to hold up the ball a little bit.
Yeah, we got some people watching from around the world. West Palm Beach. I know.
Oh, Liverpool are in now. Oh.
Just cleared off his toe. Alpha Fo and Chiesa.
Bangkok, 3 a.m. Yeah, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
2:45 p.m. Lol. Errol, yeah. Yeah.
Currently watching from the maternity ward with my girlfriend about to give birth. Captain Deadpool, all the best for him, my friend.
Best of luck.
Mother and baby are all good.
Watching on the Eurostar. Love that.
Nice. On the move. Right, Liverpool have got some control and this little spell of possession. Barnsley, as expected, camped him right on the edge of an 18-yard box. Rio with his first chance to get on the ball, and there's a little dance. Yeah. He's always good for that.
Those feet are frightening. Oh, that was lovely. Dominic Szoboszlai,
It's up in the air, going to prevent the corner.
That was a wicked drop. That just
right in. Yeah, it looked like it was going to go sort of crossbar sort of range, and all of a sudden, it was in the palm of his hands. And Barnsley will play from the keeper.
Dubai, Silverback there, 10 to midnight. Yeah.
It never ceases to amaze me, and I mentioned this before, literally on Watchalongs recently, but the commitment levels of our fan base around the world.
I've done it. I've been there and done that. Those Dubai late ones are just they're not fun. You know my favourite one? I was over there when Little Arms threw it in. And
was she?
Yeah. Mate, I was outside screwing and fuming because I just thought we had threw the chance to wrap up the league. And then the next minute I heard the telly going off. And I was like, what's going on? I know, yeah. One of the best memories.
Oh, unbelievable. I've never, ever. I was at the Barcelona night. I've never celebrated a goal like that.
Yeah.
in my life before. It's just remarkable.
Oh, Frimpong just misjudged it, and now they're in.
Thought he could commit and nick it. He got it wrong.
There's one over on the back post as well if he can get there.
Oh, lovely little back heel.
Oh!
I think he's tried to catch Mamardashvili out with the near post. And he hit it well enough, but just over the top of the bar.
You sure these are 17th in the League
Yeah, no,
One?
they're not showing it, are they?
Not at all.
Yeah, they've come and they look up for it. One thing they will have is freshness, because I mentioned before.
Yeah, they haven't played in like the best
They
part
haven't
of 2
played
weeks.
for nearly 2 weeks, and they've only played 21 games a season, full stop, in League One. So compared to other sides in that league, compared to us, they're quite, like I say, undercooked in many senses. And not only is this an occasion for them, they've got legs. So they do pose a threat to poor ball. Like the poor ball. Aiming for Runner Chiesa, overhit and harmlessly out of play. I'm going to watch the chance back now, I think. The camera's just pan. Szoboszlai loses his battle, if you haven't been able to say often either. It's cut inside. It is the delivery.
It's just too easy, there's no pressure on the ball, mate. That's far too easy.
It was, yeah. Robertson stands off. Rio
doesn't really engage.
He goes over Van Dijk. Gomez is nowhere near that situation. Gomez put little to no pressure on the centre forward, and we are a little bit fortunate, I'd say,
Not off.
to still be at 0-0.
It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Long way to go.
Barnsley popping it around confidently now, trying to play the way out from the back. As mentioned before, you see more and more lower league teams willing to do that. It comes with more risk, I think. Not to say it doesn't come with risk, whoever does it, but yeah, I don't think they're quite as adept.
Playing out from the back there.
Yeah, it tends to be the way.
Real's got 1v1.
Rio again, yeah. Look at his feet.
Get it into the box then, get it into the box.
Well, that's always been the criticism of Rio. I'm not just looking from a senior point of view. I think like the what happens next of it all. He's developing that clearly, and being around the first team will help. Robertson delivers into the box, blocked early, and will drift behind for a corner in front of probably 6,000 Barnsley fans.
Phillips there.
They get the full. Yeah, he's a red. They get the full Annie Road end, don't they, for this in terms of allocation? Looks like the team want Alonso in. Yeah, there's a long way to go. Yeah. Let's wait and see what happens. Cody Gakpo's come across, take the corner.
I don't know why. I don't really want him taking corners. I'd rather have his aerial presence in the box.
He's probably amongst the tallest lads out there.
That's what I mean. Why he's taking the corners? I mean, he's absolutely full.
It's not a great delivery, to be honest. I'm not quite sure what he
was aiming for, who he was aiming for, but Jones...
Come back in anyway. Headed clear out to...
Rio, is it?
Rio, yeah. We're going to take on his man once again. He's been manhandled a little bit.
Yeah, very much manhandled there.
Yeah, out of play. He takes the throw in himself, and we're back with Dom Szoboszlai.
And I'm expecting Liverpool to have a load of the ball now. 8 minutes played. Little minor scare. Dealt with it.
The post dealt with it.
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
Dominic Szoboszlai's team. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal, mate.
Dominic Szoboszlai. No celebration.
What a goal.
Wow. That was out of nowhere. Wow. That is an absolute thunderbolt from Szoboszlai's right foot.
It stunned us into silence.
Stunned me.
Like, I'm just looking thinking, what?
He just came out of literally.
He lined one up before it. It kind of took a wicked deflection and landed in the keeper's arms.
Yeah.
He just didn't think twice.
I see. Watch it back here. Comes inside. Curtis Jones laid it into the path. Back out to him. Just shifts on his right foot and thinks, yeah, why not?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, that's a glorious finish. That is unbelievable.
The ball.
Do you reckon he just thinks this is a nice ball? I just want to strike it. It's
FA
one of them.
ball.
FA Cup ball. Let me just strike that.
Clearly a big fan. And it
No
barely
backlift.
moves the ball. It just goes like an absolute exocet. Keeper, no chance.
Wow.
1-0 Liverpool.
Here we go. 10 minutes played. Simple as that.
What was all the fuss about?
Did you get me?
Yeah, Dom Szoboszlai won
Wow.
the strike, making it 1-0 to the Reds. That just came out of nowhere. Got a right foot like a traction engine. Nicely put. Yeah, needed that.
That was scary good.
Nice settler though.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice
absolutely.
settler. Because Obviously, after the early scare, and Barnsley looking
That
confident.
front three don't need to do too much now either. Do you get me? We've got to go from midfield. You just need to crack on. Keep playing our game. Barnsley, it doesn't matter who you are. You're not really saving them.
No.
Throw two of the best goalkeepers in net. They still struggle to get close to that.
Like that, though, because obviously, you know, he's got that in his locker. We've seen it a few times now. But if that makes him more inclined to have a go more often, I'm not against that at all.
No, I'm not.
I doubt he'd get quite the same freedom with which to try it, because Barnsley didn't really engage there. Like, the other way around, we'd be fuming. But yeah, if he thinks if he can take that into the Premier League games coming up, then yeah.
But maybe that's what he thinks of being having to start in a game like this as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you really... It's just been done there, though, to be fair.
He's not up for battling tonight. He just wants to hit fucking...
It's 30 yards, yeah. Do you know what I mean? But that, in his mind, he might just think, yeah, you really...
Why am I here?
Why am I here? Boom, have a bit of that.
It gave the celebration was of a man who'd rather be at home.
Well, yeah, it was just like... It was almost like Balotelli-esque, just being like...
Yeah, it was a bit. Nice little back heel from Keita into the path of Frimpong.
The arrogance of it.
Lays it back. Oh, no. Didn't
an
quite
interesting,
come off.
yeah, an interesting
He won it back, though.
Oh.
Nearly back into his back, and it bounces off
Wow,
Keita.
it's just
and
bobbling
all over the
everywhere.
place,
But
to be honest,
I know Liverpool has still got an opportunity to recycle this ball back into the box if we play it right. Ball is back with Joe Gomez. Back to Szoboszlai. He's 35, 40 yards away from goal this time. Just lays it off instead to McAllister, who then plays it out to, I want to say, Chiesa on that side. He does a big whip.
Box. Going to get a corner from it, are we? Any touch on that, anyone?
No, I don't think so. I think it will be a goal kick.
Shepherded out of play. Well, yeah, good. 1-0 up, Dominic Szoboszlai.
Ridiculous.
I'm going to see it again here.
Yeah, it goes to McAllister.
I just want to see how much freedom Barnes gave him. He does need to shift it. If you were the manager of Barnes, you'd be fuming. You're giving one of the best ball strikers in the Premier League 10 yards.
Yeah.
To just shift it,
Line
set
it up.
himself, line it up and have a go. And there's a half-arsed dangled leg right at the last
right
second.
at the last second, yeah.
You'd be fuming. Because they're the basics, they're the fundamentals. Like, to concede a goal like that, you can get done. And it's a world-class strike, don't get me wrong, but you can get done by
That's a world-class ball, that is, you know.
From
And there was a
Dominic
why
Szoboszlai.
didn't he just lay that on the path? Yeah, why?
He should have, he gone too late.
Why? That just took far too long, I'm afraid, my friend. Because why? You had an opportunity to set Frimpong, then you had an opportunity to set McAllister, and you flapped both of them.
Yeah, it was on, and then he dallied on it for far too long.
And now they're breaking on us.
Now they are breaking on us. We've got numbers back. But it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. He gets the finish all wrong.
Yeah, he does.
Captain again. To counter-attack. Ends up shifting it onto his own right foot. Opens up momentarily for him to have a crack, but the finish is poor. Really, really poor. And it drifts harmlessly wide. Hi guys, how you doing today? I'm doing fine, thanks. Hope you are as well. The Liverpool stuff, yeah, I've also seen Kevin Hatchard speaking about them quite a lot as well. It's
Is he a winger this day, Monday?
Yeah. Leipzig.
Right winger?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Both, yeah. There you go, there's your ball. There's your ball. See it early and do it early. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people saying in the chat, McAllister's not happy with Dom Szoboszlai. I must have missed.
that's nice,
Rio.
though. That is nice from Rio there.
Rio.
That's a better...
See what he was trying.
Yeah.
People, I don't know. People saying that something's gone on between McAllister. No celebrations. Oh no, something's different. But it was during the celebrations, and there was something in the tunnel as well. I don't know. Shoot the messenger.
Don't know, yeah.
Yeah. Right, ball into midfield. Little dink into. I got him in a corner from that. Just headed out of the way. We're looking to get in behind with Curtis Jones making a third man run from midfield. Curtis Jones takes the corner quickly. Back to Rio. He's got a crack here. He's got it. He hits it well. Yeah, Dom Szoboszlai let fly again.
I think he's pissed off, you know. Something's changed.
Something's riled Dom Szoboszlai.
Any opportunity, he's just like, you know what, fuck it. He likes, it's either he really likes the ball or he's pissed off that he's on the pitch right now.
Yeah, something's pissed him off. And he's had he's fucking, Jesus Christ, he's woke him up anyway. Centre half gets his head on it and it nearly takes it with him. It's gone behind the corner, which Cody Gakpo will take once again.
What's gotten into him with that?
I know. Just shooting on sight here, Dom Szoboszlai. Got to be well defended, done well. Broke on the edge of the box. Couldn't see his Curtis Jones at the left foot volley. And it was charged down. This time, Barnsley decided to charge it down. He does look pissed off.
Yeah, he really does.
And that lad did feel that. I'm surprised we didn't stop. What are we doing now? Now we're concentrating on the ball. And the game's been stopped during open play. The ball's been rolled off. Something wrong with the ball. Dom Szoboszlai's just smoking
all the air out of it. He has. Szobo's literally
burst the ball, I think. We're playing on with a different one. We happy with this one? Yeah, I think we're happy with this one. Don't give it to Dom, whatever you do.
This
we're not a ball, man.
This is a weird 15 minutes of footy if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Probably is straight on the valve. Here we go again.
This time he chooses to pass.
He's just getting himself. He's just hovering there. Yeah. Dom, he's going nowhere. Rio.
Oh, good feet from Rio again.
Dancing feet. Little.
No one anticipated that little clip into the box.
Szoboszlai. Feeds it to Joe Gomez, who gets it out wide to Jamie Frimpong. Frimpong gonna take on his man and
good
ball into the box, headed behind for a Liverpool corner.
And the pressure still mounts here on Barnsley.
Yeah, it's been a decent response, actually. So we had that very early scare when they hit the post, but since that moment, it's been more or less all Liverpool, as it should be, as we expected. And Dom Szoboszlai's goal was nearly followed by another Dom Szoboszlai goal, both of which would have been outrageous strikes. Virgil van Dijk is orchestrating things from the corner as ever.
Goes right back to
Virgil van Dijk.
Got three men around him in white shirts there, like. He was going to have some job being able to steer that back towards goal.
It's no huge shock, is it, when we aim for Virgil, though, it's anything. Lexi McAllister. Back to Frimpong on halfway. I'm going to build up again. Virgil's finally getting back to centre half. He's just stay up there, lad. It's all Liverpool now. Frimpong again. Little 1-2.
That's good.
Nice. Just got the ball taken off him.
Yeah, couldn't squeeze his way back till he went to the box.
Hungry though, every time we lose it, it'll give us that. We're not letting Barnsley get out of there.
And Szoboszlai again.
So Frimpong. Just missed that presence, don't we, in the box. There's 2 or 3 balls into the area now that there's no natural centre forward, and I think it'd show him. Overhit pass. Andy Robertson to Rio, out for a Barnsley throw.
O'Keefe looking to take it.
Yeah, they're going to take their time, aren't they? I think just try and
buy themselves a few minutes.
Gather the force a little bit, I think, as well, actually. That centre half definitely needs to. Yeah, good. Promising start.
20 minutes played, yeah, we're 1-0 up, mate. I said I wanted goals. I said 5-0, 5-1. I want goals from this team today. So we've started as we mean to go on.
Szoboszlai to a bit of open space to run into again. But yeah, Barnsley's early ambition has been quelled somewhat, I think. They've decided just to bank in and survive.
Yeah.
I think they thought they could catch us cold, and they very nearly did.
They nearly did, yeah.
But ever since that, they've just been 10 men behind. Oh, that's a loose pass, oh, fucking hell.
Ooh, just about get away with it, though, don't we?
Nearly played into trouble. Very nearly intercepted, but we found Rio instead. Gonna have another little run.
Does well there, that's a good ball.
Dom was hitting that as well. Comes to Frimpong, ball across the box.
Corner. Yeah,
Szoboszlai was lining that up again, wasn't he?
Oh.
He was
Is it
ready.
just this FA Cup ball, or is he just vexed?
I'd love to know.
I would have a penny for his thoughts, innit?
And I think he's been warming up with them, and he's gone, oh.
Yeah. That moves.
Fly.
Yeah, these move.
Yeah. There's something.
Yeah, definitely, because that's not normal. Like I don't think I've seen him like that before.
No, There's no way you wanted to watch a Naoni masterclass. There's a good chance he wanted to light off as well, to be fair. Yeah. But being made to go out and play footy for the Reds, what a life.
It's to our benefit, that's...
Yeah, it's going to be another Liverpool corner. It's like a 4th or 5th corner already. Drilled in. Oh, overhit, actually. It was definitely a worked routine. But Szoboszlai, as is the way the whole night's gone for him, smashed it too hard. He's looking at... If it was aim for Chiesa, he's trying to blame him, but in reality, it was just way overhit. And out for a throw-in. What would you say is the game of the 4th round? Sorry. I think it's Villa versus Newcastle. What do we think? Villa Newcastle.
If that's what the draw is, that'd be a good game.
Man City play Salford or Swindon, so
whatever. That's
Arsenal with Wigan, as we discussed briefly earlier on.
Chelsea Hull, did you say?
Chelsea Hull. Macclesfield play Brentford. Brentford go to Macclesfield. Other than that, it was all much of a muchness. It probably is Villa Newcastle. I think that probably is the pick, because they're two clubs who would have had eyes on the FA Cup.
Yeah,
I think
definitely. Rio's done well there. Come on, he's getting fouled there. And
eventually the ref blows up. I've never seen that ref in my life. He's a new one on me.
Can't say I've seen him.
Got hair.
I know.
Makes him unique. Rio.
Absolutely getting manhandled there.
Nailed on foul.
And it's got to be kind of emasculating, getting absolutely shredded to bits by a 17-year-old in front of like 50,000.
That's one of my main concerns with every place was, just people
getting embarrassed by it and just not liking
just kicking
that.
him.
Yeah.
That's always been a big worry of mine. Anyway, he's on the ball again now.
There's 3 over there. Ooh,
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either. But he's got a...
He tried something and it didn't come off. Let's just leave it at that. And he's committed a foul.
Don't mind it though. He's frustrated with himself a little bit there, Rio.
I think he is, He tried something extravagant and it just didn't work at all. Such is life.
I like his hair though. His hair's sick.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Right, Barnsley are going to try and play off in the back now. And they've done so quite successfully.
Gone into a little bit of space.
Yeah. Ball out wide. Chance for, I think it's Cleary to run at Jamie Frimpong.
He's got a bit of pace about him.
Yeah, he's a dangerous player by all accounts. He's probably the danger man. Oh, that's drifting nicely. Oh, Frimpong has to head it behind for the corner.
That's really just didn't know where he was, did he? Yeah, it did. That little nick just took it away from him. The flight to the ball almost caught the Liverpool keeper out there. It just clips up off Andy Robertson and it just sailing towards the back post. Liverpool had to deal with it, and it's Frimpong, I think. That
you could tell as soon as it hit Robertson, Mamardashvili was in trouble there.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jamie Frimpong nods it behind for a corner. This is where Barnsley would have looked at and gone, can we generate enough corners to generate enough problems? Because you can see the 2 centre-halves are up and they're absolute giants, the pair of them. I mean, they couldn't be man-marked by Jamie Frimpong. One of them's called Shepherd, yeah. They've gone short.
Now it's gone in.
It's a poor ball.
Oh,
breaks though.
What a strike that was, mate! He'd have been dining off that for the rest of his life.
Not half.
He wouldn't have had to pay for a pint again in Barnsley if that would have went in.
That was it.
You mad?
On the volley. Best part of 35 yards.
Yo, that would have been some finish.
Mamardashvili really forced into a diving save at full stretch as well. But Liverpool breathe again.
Yes, a huge sigh of relief, Carl.
Oh, that's a risky ball. Gets away with it. Joe Gomez just quick enough with his pass to release it. Looks like he's about to get caught in possession.
That was.
Yeah.
That was brave. You've got to hit them.
Yeah, if it sits up, you're 30 yards out at Anfield, it sits up on the off volley.
You've dreamt of that moment.
Getting it, innit? You know what I mean? Like,
you've just been dreaming.
You see the Exeter goal, and then he got done 10.
Yeah.
See the goal?
No.
Fucking picking a bunch.
Was it? Yeah.
Best goal of the lot, yeah. Yeah, it's fucking worldish, right? And that is the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Forget about the 10 that preceded it.
That's what you were playing for.
Yeah, decent save from Mamardashvili. Potentially a confidence booster for him.
You want to be able to tell your kids and your grandkids in 10 to 15, 20 years time scored at Anfield, and it was an absolute beauty.
Yeah.
That's way overhit. That was that.
A little bit sloppy. Last few minutes, Liverpool. A couple of times we overhit.
Well, let's have another look at this. Then go on. Well, the corner comes. They play a short one. They play it out. Liverpool deal with it. It's Gakpo, and then wow. It's a really good
You'd want your keeper to save it.
Yeah, you would.
Like, I'd be disappointed.
It's dipping, but it's dipping away from him.
Yeah. Done the right thing. Kept it on target. Kept it down. Yeah.
Two hands, solid. Yeah.
Solid.
What happened to Jordan Ibe? Jordan Ibe, bro. He's had his fair share of personal issues away from the pitch. If I'm being completely honest with you, I think he's back to playing football now at some level.
I think he's playing for Levski Sofia.
Is that who it is? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he signed for a lower league club in England, whose name escapes me, and then played for like a week and a half, and then got it's a good ball. Cody Gakpo's in the box. Shifts it onto his right foot, and it was well defended. To be fair, comes to Jones instead, who has a go, and it's gone behind.
And he did suffer with depression at one point in time.
Massively.
Well. He has had his own issues away from the pitch.
Battles, yeah, he did. But yeah, I think he played a week and a half is not right. He played for an amount of time at like non-league level, and then got signed to go to Bulgaria to play for one of the Sofia clubs. Might not be Levski. Somebody in the chat will be able to correct me, I'm sure. But yeah, good luck to him because he's back playing football again, doing what he loved. Yeah. So good for him. Good for him. Rhys Williams still plays for Liverpool Football Club though, yeah. Jane Danns is still injured. That's also true. Ben Doak was sold to Bournemouth and is now injured as well. So yeah, that's Ebbsfleet. Thank you, Ben. You're right. Ebbsfleet he was playing for a little bit of time, but not long. And then off he went to Bulgaria. I remember the whole Sterling out, Jordan Ibe thing. He did. Listen, Jordan Ibe was electric for a little bit.
Yeah,
he looked the real deal, didn't he?
He did look like it was like a no-brainer. If we let Sterling go, he's going to be the next one through. And it just didn't pan out that way. Which is sometimes the way with football, isn't it?
Yeah. God, yeah, it happens. Numerous stories like that.
Ooh, difficult one to execute there.
You have to get that absolutely.
You're spot on.
And not quite looking for Chiesa's run. Good run from Chiesa.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned him that much. He should give away a free kick there.
Yeah, hungry to win the ball back. Couldn't quite get on the right side of his man. Ends up dragging him down, and the ref blows up for a foul. Bobby Clark went to Derby. I like how we're doing the rounds for like former Liverpool players and academy lads. Yeah, Bobby Clark went to Derby. And there was rumours about him going up to Celtic, I think, or Rangers, one of the two old firm clubs, but I don't think they've happened just yet. So I think he's probably still at Derby County.
I'll never. Whoever said that, Captain Deadpool, I'll never get over Danny Pacheco either. That kid was supposed to be like the next Lionel Messi.
That one pre-season looked like he might be.
I know. What happened?
Barnsley on the attack here. Just like, there was a good ball into the box. Took a risk. They're saying that he had to do something because he was into a dangerous area. Barnsley.
I haven't been a million miles away.
No, that's good from Frimpong. Dives in, doesn't give his attacker a sniff.
Barnsley have not been a million miles away. They have caused Liverpool some problems.
Well, what they're doing is they're getting men forward. When the opportunity arises, they're getting bodies forward, aren't they? You've got to give them credit for that. Lands has got his flag up for an offside, so we're going to have a halt in play. By the way, on the topic of offside, did you watch much of the FA Cup over the weekend?
Highlights more than full game.
No VAR.
It was just brilliant. Yeah, it was just
It really was.
Yeah.
It reminds me
it's a throwback, isn't it?
of life before VAR and how refreshing it was. Like, I'm not VAR in or out per se. I want decisions just to be better, ultimately, whether they're in or not. But it was nice.
But it is like a different game now, though. That's the only thing that really annoys me. It's like you're watching two completely different products. And then again, an opportunity here, 1v1 for Van Dijk. You've been dreaming of that moment all your life as well, and he's so far done all right, but it's a tame effort.
Well, he hit it well.
Yeah.
But straight in Mamardashvili. It's Keelia done again. That's his third attempt on Liverpool's goal now.
Liverpool are allowing this guy to just get too comfortable, and as I say, I know Van Dijk's there ushering him the entirety of the way, but
they are a threat. They absolutely are a threat. I will say that for Barnsley. They don't look like a team, as you say, languishing in 17th in League One, who've come to, for now, the Premier League champions. Bum, 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 bum.
In our team, yeah, you know more than me on that
Well, what's
question.
been asked, sorry.
Dan, apart from Rio, who is
Oh,
the
yeah.
amazing? Yeah.
Yeah. Did it say English talent?
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
You know better than me there, mate.
Yeah. Listen. Obviously, Jane Dan's fitness permitting will come into that conversation. Just watch this play out. Been set back again. Going to shift onto his left. It was Chiesa. It's going to stay live. No, it's chested back to the keeper. Yeah, Jane Dan's obviously, but sort of beneath him, a couple of young lads. The Carter Pinnis in the centre half that I'm a big fan of. He was on the bench for the Palace game in the Qarabag Cup. I really like Carter. Not English, but Kieran Marvison's another really exciting player. He started that game against Palace, actually. But yeah, they're probably the two next. I'd say there's a lad I've watched play for the under-18s the weekend as well. Hayden, good player. Yeah, but there's a lot to be excited about in the academy, to be fair. Joshua Lamby's good. Right, Liverpool carrying on.
Back over with Chiesa now, into Frimpong, edge of the box. You kind of backs away. Gomez plays it across the edge of Van Dijk.
Everyone just stood still there.
Yeah, he really did. He was all on the heels. To Dominic Szoboszlai.
Here we go again.
Oh,
shifts it this time. Suggested
he was wise, he was wise.
This time he might. He's teasing us.
You know what?
He's teasing us.
Jesus, come over.
The blue 1-2 nearly comes off. And Barnsley nearly managed to get the way out, but they don't. We come back through Virgil van Dijk.
Liverpool's
just
up in this pressure now.
He's lingering again. He's going for this. Oh, he's done it again.
But he's done
that. He was fainting to have a go. And then coming back inside on his left. Oh, hello, that's a foul.
That's going to be a foul by Joe Gomez with a yellow card. And he should get booked for that as well. Very cynical from Joe Gomez there. A lad that's got the recovery pace of Joe Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
That's just poor. He's just clotheslined him. He just literally stepped right across him and clotheslined him.
He knew he was in trouble. Stuck an arm out and said, "You're not getting past me, mate." And took the booking. Yeah, Barnsley, far from out of this. They're certainly not playing like a side lacking in confidence or belief that they can maybe cause a bloody nose tonight. Despite Dom Szoboszlai giving his best efforts to absolutely kill this game off single-handedly from
any range,
anywhere inside Merseyside. Yeah, Barnsley still believe. And listen, they've got every right to, because they've had a couple of moments.
And there's Dick, I was going to say.
Ball out wide. He's the danger man, isn't he? Every opportunity is looking to feed him. 1-on-1 with Frimpong again now.
I'm not saying he's as quick as Frimpong, but he seems to has the pace. He seems to be game to match him for his pace.
With the ball at his feet as well, he can move like. You can absolutely move.
It's frightening if there is players there that are on the same level of speed as Frimpong, but he just seems to not be fazed by his recovery pace at all.
This is Liverpool, the problem about Liverpool have managed to counter relatively quickly. Not many back. Feeds to Rio. He's coming inside. He's still coming inside. He's danced past a couple.
He's got to figure it out. He's got to find him.
He's done well though. There you go. There's your pass. First off, Frimpong now. Charge down, and then Barnsley on the second.
Done well, and should get out now as well.
But there you go.
He had nobody there to give the ball off.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
He was the out ball.
He just tried to run and do it on his own.
Szoboszlai's just playing around with the ball while he does. Szoboszlai's giving a real sort of like I'm him energy tonight here, isn't he?
Really is.
It's
an arrogance, but I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know why he's woke up. He just woke up on violence.
Yeah, he really has. Robbo ball into the box, chested down. This is where we miss a centre forward presence again.
Massively.
Barnsley's shepherd with all the time in the world just to nod it back down to his keeper under no pressure whatsoever. And they go long out the keeper's hands. But yeah, Dom Szoboszlai is giving us real. Watch what I can do. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the reasons why. I mean,
I haven't got a jar of glue as to why, but there's another ball there.
I guess he's started. Maybe it's time to shine in a creative sense.
He's been fucking shining anyway. You know,
I know, but like, I'm just trying.
You can't dim Dom's shine this season for me. I think he's been our best player.
He has,
season.
but I'm just trying to.
Has he just tied down a new contract?
There's rumours.
Okay, so not on concrete, yeah.
Yeah, playing with a guy like a fucking big wage rise, maybe.
Yeah. Nose is important within this team at the minute, like, because he is... Yeah.
Curtis Jones got a little run. It's all slowed down a little bit again, and Barnsley are back in shape. We're going to try and speed it up through Rio, are we? No.
It's not scintillating football, is it, from Liverpool at this moment in time? Still lacking that real potent threat in the final third from any of the attackers. Some nice moments from Rio.
Yeah, it'd be nice to finish the game handily. Just to allow us to turn to the bench, because I'm not saying we're any jeopardy here or danger necessarily. But the longer it stays 1-0, the more Barnsley will do that and just harry us and make life difficult and believe that it could nick something. We don't want to be in a contest for much longer, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I agree. I completely agree with you. We don't. We need to shut this out.
As new captain?
You could, yeah.
Can you?
After Verge?
Yeah. Think he's got that?
I think he has.
Frimpong's come inside left.
That's a great effort. What a finish. What a finish. And he'll celebrate that as well. Go on, Jeremy.
What a goal.
He will celebrate that.
Wow.
The goal that Liverpool are scoring tonight, gang. Yo, chat.
We are not doing tap-ins tonight, boys and girls. That is an absolute screamer. Jamie Frimpong this time cuts inside and absolutely levers it with his left foot. The keeper doesn't even blink. I know he loves it, doesn't he? The keeper doesn't even blink. And it's 2-0 Liverpool. Look at this. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it's brilliant. He does. He just cuts in, just stands his man up and just drops his shoulder and then just laces just through it.
Everything about that.
The guy's giving him the eyes. The number 14's proper give him the eyes to be like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm not watching the ball. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. He said, watch this then. Bow.
It's a sweet, sweet, sweet strike.
It's a finish that, you know.
Yeah, weak foot as well.
Yeah,
credit where credit's due.
Jeremy, brilliant. Man. Right back, right wing, it doesn't matter right now. He is in fine form in this Liverpool team. Look at him, even Szoboszlai, yo, little bro. He's just good vibes. You can't knock Jeremy Frimpong. Jeremy Frimpong's good vibes, people, I swear. The goalkeeper's injured. Bloody hell.
Probably wants to check his vision. There's 2 goals now he hasn't seen.
He hasn't seen it.
Yeah, keeper's down getting treatment. Liverpool 2-0 up. Just as we were saying as well, like Liverpool's had a bit of daylight.
There you
and
is.
To end this game, listen, 2-0's never over. We have all fans should know that. But yeah, positive, really, really positive. Maybe allows us to make a couple of changes.
I said on the hour, just do it.
Yeah.
This one was just ridiculous. There's just
that ball.
No backlift. It stays hit. Once he's hit it, it stays hit.
Even Van Dijk's telling him celebrate there. That is the Mo Salah celebration.
Yeah, it is. And then the Jeremy Frimpong one. Well, Salah's got Senegal in it in the semis.
You think that's the reason?
What do you think it was? Go on.
He's Team Mo, isn't he?
He's Team Mo. Yo, maybe.
I think he is.
Yeah, I'm not going to knock it.
Ball into feet. Barnsley going to try and play the way out. Keeper's back up and with us.
We're going to need Mo. I've been saying.
Got glasses on, like, but he's with us.
My hot take for Mo Salah this season has always been he wanted AFCON, he wanted to come back, he wanted to be a man possessed, get us the Champions League, and he wanted to be in a conversation for the Ballon d'Or.
If he wins AFCON,
he's going to come back like a man possessed.
Does he tweet Jamie Carragher?
Does he? No, I don't think he's petty like that. I just think he just comes back a man possessed, and I think we end up using him as a second striker. Bin off Mo Salah as a right winger. If he comes back, just let him be the second striker.
I think he at Carragher.
At Carragher and says what?
Just a picture of holding the trophy.
I mean, yeah, he could, but why? Like, why come back and stir the pot though?
Funny,
like, just why?
No, but that'd just be funny. Like,
yeah, it would, but just why stir the pot?
He clearly has massive respect for Carragher and vice versa.
Do you think?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if they love each other.
Should just be funny.
Oh, there's Frimpong again.
A little dink ball. Keeper claims this time. The keeper's thinking, fuck this, Jamie, might be right. These lads hit it way too hard for me. Peep show reference. You see, well, that was too hard. Might be a little bit of that going on. Yeah, good. 2-0. Coming to our time.
Comfortable.
This is nice. I'm enjoying myself. Barnsley are going to try and get the way out. They've done well, actually. Quite like their all-white kit. Real Madrid, they are not. That's a nice ball, though.
And it's Dominic
Good
Szoboszlai
tracking from
once
Dom
again.
Szoboszlai doing his defensive work. Oh, what's he done? What has he done?
Oh, shit!
That might be the worst thing I've watched for a long time.
Oh, shit! You are him! That's him, yeah? What are you doing, rude boy? What was that?
I think he tried to back heel.
He fucking has, but why? There's no need. That's the arrogance that I was talking to you about. He's a dickhead. Oh, I love you still, yeah, but that was dumb. That was dumb, bro.
That's the maddest thing I've seen for ages, you know.
What
He's in his own 6-yard box. How can he not be aware of the fella up his arse?
Yeah.
Like, literally touch tight to him. He must know he's there.
You've done all the hard work. He's still there.
He's literally in your shadow. Oh, that's a
Oh, are you messing? Oh, it gets worse every time you see it. It gets bad. Oh, the nonchalant. I am him.
He's gone studs.
Oh.
He's actually gone studs over the top of the ball.
I've got the ick. I have got the ick. Dominic Szoboszlai, you've just give us the ick, bro. What are you doing?
You know what we were saying? Is he Captain Material a minute ago?
No.
Honestly, that will be the most risk-averse, safety-first man in the country. Will be pig sick at that, and understandably so.
We just put it on a plate.
That is criminal from Dom Szoboszlai, that. Just as we got that daylight we were talking about, Szoboszlai's made a game of it again. He's had a mad night.
What? He's in a funny mood.
He's had a weird night.
Weird mood. Weird.
Anyway, that's a thing that's just happened. Let's all just dwell on that for a second.
So is it 2-1? Is the 2-0 is the worst scoreline? Like, can we not just score like
we're allergic to it.
I know, right? Like, can we not just score like 2 goals at once and be 3-0? Because 2-0 does us no favours.
Listen, trying to explain what he's just done.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy who's in the gym now. Who's like, I can't see any. I don't know where any. I don't know how to explain that to you.
There's no explaining that. But trying to explain or rationalise what he's just done is pointless.
Yeah,
because there is no explanation for what he's just done there. The fact he's trying to roll his studs and back heel it and set it from Abinashvili in of itself is wild.
Yeah.
To do it in that moment when there's a Barnsley player
right on you,
4 foot away from your tops, and he's chased you all the way, so you know he's there. At what point? What was he trying to gain out of that?
Just cocky, arrogance. I'm too
but
good.
Nobody would have celebrated if he'd have pulled it off.
No, because he just thought it was just bread and butter, poor.
But this is still a professional game of footy we're playing, like.
Yeah, no, I agree, 100%. That's poor. Gakpo, come on, get involved. Get it, somebody do something.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Anyway, forget about that.
Szobo, a goal and an assist.
Is that all 5 of their shots on target, by the way?
Yeah.
Good hell. I mean, that one had to be. But, yeah, okay. To the point.
Another one you had on the post wouldn't have been on target.
No,
true,
so, yeah.
So it was 5 and 3, I think it was.
Oh, was it, right, yeah. My eyes aren't, as you can tell.
I think it was 5 and 3.
Same as the keepers. Good ball into the box, headed clear to their post.
I don't know if they chose that other one that looked like a cross, that went across the front of the near post. As a goal as well.
Yeah, of course. Well, the flag was up. Anyway, by the by. Virgil van Dijk on the halfway line. We'll look to play again. I overhit that ball as well. To be able, we can only jump up and catch it. That's 2 or 3 times now we've looked for that diagonal and got it wrong. Frustratingly. We give Barnsley a fucking way back into this game for no reason, by the way.
Don't walk Penny for his fault even more now.
Don't know what's up with him.
Yeah. He woke up on absolute fire, but I feel like anyone can get it.
Someone's pissing the shreddies.
Seemingly Weir's fans can get it as well because he's just not arsed.
Just I don't know, not arsed. Hate everything. Clean sheets, Barnsley.
But again, it was a demonstration of his hard work and that determination to make that run be there.
I was just about to sing his praises.
Yeah, literally, like you did all of the hard work.
Tip me tongue was saying like how he's been reliable all year long in that sense, getting back and doing his defensive duties.
Don't show me another replay of that, please. Don't show me another replay of that, bro.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, superb, Dom. Love that from you, Dom. Fucking brilliant, Dom. Dom, what have you done? Why'd you do that?
Like, what are you doing? No,
don't do that.
What are you doing?
See Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez's reaction to Belter.
What?
What have you done that for?
What did you just give them a goal for, lad? Oh, it is this disrespectful. Like, it is the type of shit you do when you're playing like your little brother on FIFA, and you're literally just taking the piss, trying everything, and then one little bit just doesn't work.
Or you feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Give him a goal. Give him something to cheer about.
Balotelli moment, the arrogance there was just for all to see.
It's a bit funny because I'm racking my brain now. Somebody a moment ago said it's Jimmy Traore moment, but it's not even that. It's wilder than that. It's probably one of the weirdest things I've seen. And I've seen like Darren Ben score for beach ball against us before.
Yeah, that's right up there. That is
the weirdest things I've seen in a Liverpool game, that.
And I hope, obviously we navigate our way through this still all the same, but I just hope that they play that moment for him. Every time he walks into the actor, it's just on a screen somewhere. Just to remind him.
He needs to be on that wall they were doing early on the season, like.
Just to remind him, you're him, this is him, this is what he does. Because you can't live that down. You've got to get bantered for that.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
hopefully at the 90 minute mark we can laugh about it, but you've just got to get bantered for that.
Well, I want Andy Robbo. I want a clip of Andy Robbo in training, replicating that.
Yeah.
Ball into the box anyway. Back post, brave header.
Yeah, it was.
Won a free kick as well. Yeah. Look, we are heading towards half time now. Curtis Jones' man arrived at the back post trying to get his head on the cross, but couldn't manage it and instead fouled his man. And Barnsley will have the opportunity to clear from a free kick.
Let us know in the chat if you think of any other moments where it doesn't have to be a Liverpool moment, any other moment where you just think a brain fart from a player has been on that level before.
Even the only one that springs to mind is is Arsenal wasn't Liverpool and it's different but it's similar when they tried to take that penalty, the two of them, Thierry Henry and Robert Pires. Just because the way it's all panned out, in terms of just the sheer stupidity of it all.
Calamity.
Right, anyway, half time.
Hugo with his shirt off. That's kind of up there as well, to be fair, because that was just daft.
Half time. It's 2-1. Liverpool. The camera immediately pans to Dom Szoboszlai, who's very much been the story of that half, for good and for bad. Errol, listen, make of it what you will. Liverpool dominant, I should expect. Barnsley certainly posing a threat and believing they can hurt us. As it turned out, they didn't really need to do much to hurt us. Dom Szoboszlai just decided to serve it up on the plate for him instead. But yeah, the goods, the goals, the quality of both the goals really coming to the fore. But the fact that this game still hangs in the balance and on a knife edge is a bit... It's of our own making, really.
Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you can't blame the manager for that. The manager's, pretty much done everything right. The lads have went out there and, for the most part, been in the right mental frame to take on this team and put in a professional performance. I think the goals from both Dominic Szoboszlai and Frimpong are absolutely top draw. They're excellent finishes from both of them. Probably a little bit safe in the way that we've played. We haven't really had to be at 100 miles an hour, but I think there's sometimes the level of the opposition can kind of make that happen for you as well. Like, we haven't had to go full tilt because they've not been full tilt to us. But to be fair to Barnsley, they've been plucky. They have tried to break a couple of times on a few occasions and hit us on the counter. And again, they're probably one or two passes away from being really threatening and a little bit of quality from really putting Liverpool under some significant pressure. But outside of that, they've stuck to the guns. They chased dead balls like they probably didn't think he was going to get on the end of. And you look at it and you think, they had a couple of strikes there. You think, wow, if that goes in, they're going to be talking to their grandkids about that for the rest of their life. They've just been absolutely gifted a goal, and he'll still talk about that for the rest of his life. He's scored a goal.
The story will be very different to how it actually was in reality. Well, I did this, I cut inside, left foot, bang, in front of the cop. Forgetting that video footage very much exists, but still, there'll
be receipts of video going, Dad, what? But all the same, you've got to give them credit. At the end of the day, they made the match, and again, very, very nearly caught Liverpool cold within the first 30, 40 seconds of the match as well. So it's not to say that they won't continue to pose a threat throughout the second half, but like you said there, that cushion that Liverpool squandered, we should have had 2-goal cushion now. We should be comfortable. We should be looking at the substitutes. And I think Slot might still look at the substitutes and think, we've got vast amounts of quality that they won't be able to live with if we do freshen things up. But Liverpool, again, being their own worst enemies and their own worst nightmare, really, by gifting them a goal in it just a crazy fashion that I still can't really wrap my head around what's going through his head. I said to you about 10 minutes before that happened, I'd give me a penny for Dominic Szoboszlai's thoughts tonight, because there just seems to be an energy about him, an aura or something, where he's just operating differently. Good and bad, I suppose you can look at it now and say that, but I wasn't 100% sure what was going on with him, and in that moment, just out of nowhere, you just think, wow, words fail me really, because I can't really explain that one. But we found ourselves going in 2-1. I'm not overly concerned. Still think Liverpool come out and steamroll them in the second half, but fair play to Barnsley, because if they would have walked away and wanted a goal tonight, they've already done their job.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and listen, we can maybe look back at full time and suggest they deserve that, certainly for their first half showings, but again, I'd much rather, not to come back to the question and the thing that was on the screen a moment ago, but Liverpool should be clear and out of sight. We shouldn't be fighting up for any stretch of imagination, but we should be at least comfortable at 2, and maybe we'll have an easier night's work on our hands. But as it is, there's still a game to be won, and Liverpool haven't earned the right to win it just yet. I wanted to quickly get your opinion just on Dom Szoboszlai before we have a quick break for half time, because obviously he has been at the centre of everything in that half. Wonder strike, incredible goal. One or two other moments that look like they may be goal bound as well. He's teased us with a couple. There's a real swagger, a real arrogance about him. Then there's obviously the brain dead moment. Call it what you will, daft, stupid, whatever. A really odd first half performance from him. And somebody here mentioned celebration. Like, everything about him
tonight just seems
a bit weird.
Really, really weird, peculiar to me. I've not seen him kind of give off that vibe and that energy in a Liverpool shirt, and I don't know whether that is because he feels he is too good to be playing against Barnsley in the FA Cup right now in this moment in time. He feels that he should be at home for whatever reason. It just feels like there's this arrogance of him just strutting around and kind of going off script a little bit, because we don't really just thrash shots 9 minutes into a game. We normally try and create an opening and try and make something happen. So maybe he just feels I can go off script. I don't really, I don't need to play with the handbrake on tonight. I don't need to play with such rigid system and structure. We should be able to go out here and just express ourselves, and that's what I intend to do. I intend to express myself in their final third and in our final third, and I'll do what I want when I want. And we've seen the pros of that, and then we've also seen the negatives of it. So I think in the second half, it's just a case of, give your head a wobble, dust yourself off, go again. Because I do feel, he has been, despite that little brain fart of a moment, he has been obviously one of Liverpool's better performers. So we need the good side of Dominic Szoboszlai to show up again in that second half for us. But across the board, it's hard to really nitpick, because again, I think Rio's had a few flashes. Cody Gakpo's probably not had the impact I would have liked to see from him so far in the game. But again, what do we expect from him playing through the middle after being so long not having that position? I know he's had to do it the last couple of weeks, but he doesn't love doing it. You can see he's not a love for it. It's all more of a doing it for the team and for doing it for the cause. Chiesa, again, he's probably been another one that's probably just been on the fringes of things, hasn't really been heavily involved in the way that we would have wanted.
Yeah, I think under Gakpo, I think you're right. This is a very Cody Gakpo playing centre forward position, really. I didn't expect much else.
Yeah.
Just looks like most of his other performances in there. A lad doesn't really want to be in there and doesn't do his best work from there either. So yeah, anyway, right, we'll have a quick break and we will be back in literally a couple of minutes. So yeah, stay tuned. See you then.
Right, guys, thank you so much for watching the Redmen Originals podcast this week. See you soon. Great show, everybody. Before we go anywhere, though, Steve, can you do me a massive favour, please?
Anything for you, Chris.
Thank you so much. We've got the app coming, as you know.
Yep.
Everybody knows this. It's huge. We need a huge promotional video to tell the world about it. Is that okay?
Want me to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can do that. Yeah. I'm the creative one. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, ChatGPT, I love you. Get in. It starts from black to a dynamic shot of Anfield Stadium. The flags are waving. Guys, I've got it sorted. Genius. I've been working for hours and hours. No help whatsoever from anyone. And I've got the perfect advert. It starts from black to a dynamic shot of the city of Liverpool, then to the stadium with the crowd, the red flags all waving, and then the voiceover, brackets, energetic, close brackets. This is where passion lives. Then a quick cut to a host smashing out a segment. Like you, Paul, you could do this. You could be saying podcast recording, mic, video playbacks on your phone, where every moment, every match, every insight matters. Then the tagline, perfect taglines. You hear the tagline, advertising says taglines, every episode, every podcast, all in one place. The perfect app for all Liverpool fans. Download now. Then the end screen appears with badges, music hits, a massive crescendo. Done. So what do you think?
Should we just promote it on the show?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, much better idea.
Right then, download the Redmen Plus app. It is on the Google Play Store. It is on the Apple App Store. Every episode, every podcast, all in one place. The perfect app for Liverpool fans is out right now. Get it.
Hello everyone, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm here to tell you about this incredible giveaway that we are doing for our legend subscribers on Redmen Plus. This is the Craig Johnson signed crown paint shirt. It is absolutely glorious. Every single month we give away something to our legends on redmenplus.com. It's a great way of showing your support for the channel. It's a great way to get closer to us as well, because you'll be in the Discord group and there's loads of other benefits, merchandise, discounts, all that type of stuff. But the big one for me would be this. It would be the opportunity to get into the prize draw for these incredible signed items. Craig Johnson crown paint shirt signed by the Liverpool legend. Join up this January as a legend on redmenplus.com. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Redmen TV, people. Yeah, Liverpool 2, Barnsley 1. Just been watching the highlights back then and I'm still pissing myself because, I don't know what he's thinking. I do not know what Dominic Szoboszlai is thinking, and I hope the lads are absolutely terrorising him in the changes, because at no point in any game should you feel that confident that you can backheel it in your own box to your keeper. Like, that just can't run. I'm sorry, it shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, that's a red card defence, that for me. But yeah, a little bit of feedback there, Mark. Hume says, I love the new app. Well done, people. Yes, if you haven't already downloaded the Redmen Plus app, the lads, the team have now got an app that you can download, which will give you all of the Redmen content absolutely advert free if you sign up. So please do go check it out. It's on all the app stores, Android and the Google Play, as well as obviously the Apple iStore.
Someone not downloaded it now.
Pardon?
Someone not downloaded the app.
Someone not downloaded it? No one of the
Everyone should have downloaded the app.
Well, they all should have. But you know what people
Point
like.
them out to me.
People are slackers, but Mark says it's a brilliant app. Good. It's fantastic. So he's given us a bit of feedback. So that's feedback from him. He's not been paid to say that. He did it off his own back. So I'm letting you know that's what people think. Our community think that. So make sure that you guys go and get involved as well. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, no, do that because it is boss, and we are all very proud of it, especially those that worked on it, which absolutely wasn't me. So well done to Chris and Steve. No, it's good, it's very good, and we're very proud and very pleased, and hopefully you all are enjoying it because it is a one-stop shop for Liverpool fans, which I do enjoy saying quite a lot. Right, sounds second half coming up shortly. Errol,
what do you want to see?
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Not more of the same, actually. I think giving Barnsley so much hope and belief that we are there to be got at doesn't sit well with me.
Okay, I hear.
I think we'll see the same lads come out. I'd be surprised if he made a change. I don't think in a position to make a change, unless he's already pre-agreed that so-and-so gets 45 minutes.
Right.
I think it'd be the same team. But yeah, I just think we just need to just keep Barnsley. When we penned them in and then let them out, that was it. When they then got out and seemingly were able to create chances, that shouldn't be happening. Like, listen, they're going to have a moment. They had that very early moment. You thought, okay, you've had your moment. That now, see what we can do. Yeah. They've had 3 or 4, and every time they come into our final third, they look dangerous, and that needs to stop.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I think very much the control element of it for me, and leaving defenders 1v1 with their attackers is not the way forward in the second half for us. I think obviously Liverpool's best way of seeing out this game is attack over defence, really. Get a couple more goals and then the game will take care of itself. But I agree with you. I would like us to have that little bit more control and not leave ourselves so open, and giving them that little bit of initiative to feel like they can still get something out of this game. And I know we've put one on a plate for them, which makes it all the more difficult. But I do think that Liverpool should be in a position where we can see this out in such a way now where we just suffocate Barnsley and they just run out of steam, and those moments that they do get are going to be few and far between. Yeah,
I mean, the bench should allow us to keep strong whilst also making changes. There's obviously 1 or 2 lads on there, Trainee in particular, that would offer a bit more youthful exuberance, and nights like this probably are more for people like him. But they're just running through some chances now. And Barnsley, to the point, have had 3 or 4 tested Managerial a few times, so we do need to be conscious of that and aware of the threat that they pose, and hopefully we can keep them a little bit quieter and more at bay in the second half, which I believe is about to get back underway. We're looking at the Barnsley manager, Conor Hooverham, who will be pleased, I think, if you were a League One manager.
Yeah, bro, 2-1 at Anfield, just chilling.
Not just that,
and again, he was unlucky. Like, if that first one goes in, they're 1-0 up before Liverpool even get the screamers. Yeah. So he probably thinks hard lines there a little bit, and you know he was brave to begin with. So maybe that bravery should be rewarded with the goal when you become that close. It's fine margins. You know, he's probably looking at it and thinking, all right, well, 2-1. Does it flatter us, or are we good?
I think they're good value for 2-1.
Yeah, I think they are.
It's just how it happened. He'll be frustrated with the Dominic Szoboszlai goal in particular. He'll feel like defensively they should do better.
Sharper. Yeah, close it down. Get out to it.
But no, he will absolutely feel like they are good value for the goal. We just need to not give them another.
Nah, don't invite any more pressure onto ourselves.
Another half like the first one, whereby we think it's all too easy, and therefore give them cause for optimism. Right, we are back underway at Anfield.
No changes.
No.
Oh, Verge stumbles over the ball. Come on, lads. Let's wake up and let's be on it. Very casual. Yeah, Steve McManaman was given a very scathing review of Dominic Szoboszlai's antics.
Was he?
Yeah. Was scathing. Like,
what words did he use?
Well, unforgivable. You should never do that in any walk of life.
Walk of life?
Any walk of life for his words.
If a traffic warden started doing that shit, I'd be fuming.
No point to any walk of life, let alone in your own box.
It's hard to disagree with that. Like,
Yeah, it is really hard to disagree.
Liverpool free kick, Curtis Jones fouled. What he is getting, Dom, is plenty of camera time.
Yeah.
Any opportunity, the camera pans to Big Dom. Oh, well done. Oh, it's a foul, isn't it, ref? No,
We're playing on now.
Scappo. Keep it moving, Curtis.
Chiesa with an opportunity. Hit
Chiesa.
that. Oh, unlucky. Opportunity there, yeah. Half chance for Chiesa. Obviously, a shot got blocked, but there was an opportunity there for him to maybe test the goalkeeper somewhat.
Yeah. Liverpool, this is very much the pattern of the first half as well. Just Barnsley, 10 men behind the ball, 20 yards from their own goal. Liverpool looking to find a way to break it down. So much so that we decided just to take it upon ourselves on a couple of occasions. Dominic Szoboszlai in particular.
Robbo. Ooh.
Well done.
Liverpool win the ball back and I'm going to recycle it. Looks like Robbo's going to get another chance. He just plays it forward to Curtis Jones. He plays it across to Dominic Szoboszlai, who is even further out, nearly 40 yards. He plays it over to Robbo again. He's going to try and get it into the box. Ooh, the press is there. Rio, he's going to run at his defenders now. Good feet from Rio. Very good feet from Rio. There's a foul there now. Ref allows play to continue. Maka, Szoboszlai, out to Curtis Jones. Oh, it's got to dig that one out. Jerry Frimpong was never going to be favourite to that. Joe Gomez, again, got to be careful there, Joe Gomez, because he's on a yellow card. So he can't really go lunging into tackles like that. And if he does, he's got to get them absolutely spot on. He didn't on that occasion, but Barnsley have now found a way to play through Liverpool. They've gone over to their right-hand side. Again, Dominic Szoboszlai. Wow, that's a wild. It's
come from there. Wow.
And the touch is good as well, Raw.
Yeah, Barnsley still
knocking on the door. They're on the edge of Liverpool's box. They're not shying away. Number 19 goes, and he's gone past Frimpong this time. Good delivery. Ooh.
Well defended. Near post.
Really was.
Gomez.
But here's Barnsley. Best spell that they've had for a while now, Barnsley.
Wow. Yeah. Kiesa's gone flying into his man. He managed to get away. Broke again.
That's a really, really poor one, and he probably will pick up a yellow card there as well.
That's twice Kiesa's been overzealous in trying to win the ball back, and this time he's committed a foul about 25 yards from goal, out wide. But it's a chance. It's just poor. An attacker's challenge, and I get he wants to impress and be busy and look busy, but that's just stupid. Never going to win the ball. Wrong side of the man. Free kick to Barnsley. Dangerous position. Dangerous position. Chance to deliver into the box. And send the big lads up. Bright little spell for Barnsley. Bright couple of minutes. It's going to be a right-footed delivery. These are the moments. Poor ball, actually.
Really poor, but he's going to get another chance. Wow.
Still alive. Oh, big win. I think it was Virgil.
Now Liverpool can break and go up early. Yeah, final ball just weren't accurate enough.
Got the pass right. It is funny, isn't it? Because, like, this is the Barnsley team who are playing like they're full of confidence. Look at them knocking it around. 1-on-1 with Frimpong again. Was offside. But full of confidence, knocking it round. Look like completely at home at Anfield, full of belief. 17th in League One.
Nah.
You just think, well, if you played like that every week, you would be 17th in League One. And the same can be said for Mac. That looks tight, by the way. It's a big offside call. Macclesfield as well. Like, they're not, I think, like 14th in National League North. Just be Crystal Palace. Like,
it's a mad sport, footy, like.
But the levels and how up for it you can get on these one-off occasions compared to when
it's their final, their cup final.
I understand it, but I just think just be even half that when you play against, you know, I don't know, Clitheroe.
Yeah, Plymouth.
Whoever's in your league, like, can you be in a better position. Maybe.
But it's the same problem that we're going through. See how much the levels went up when we played Arsenal?
Yeah, and I guess Real Madrid before that as well. Yeah, you're right.
Do you know what I mean?
It's all relative.
It is all relative, and it happens at all levels within the pyramid. But then Liverpool going to Burnley on the weekend, do you feel like we're going to get scintillating, full tilt footy?
No, not really.
Well, no?
Not really.
We'll go back to playing.
We can dream.
Yeah, we can go back. We'll go back to playing the way that we have been playing for the large part of this season, because that's what we're used to doing more often than not. And I'm sure they'll do the same when they go back to playing opposition back on their level.
Yeah, but if I was a manager, you'd be going, listen, you just competed with
the Premier League champions,
one of the best teams in the land. There,
the Premier League champions.
Yeah. Let's take that.
Like the Premier League champions are only beating you 2-1. Premier League champions.
Let's take that same energy into whatever we do next. But anyway, Liverpool are back on the way. There's a short stop.
I feel like it's got to be hard to harness it, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why I think it's a mentality thing. There's a proper mental blocker on us at the moment.
Yeah. Kay's got a little bit of space to run into. Frimpong's went off him. Just about kept himself on side.
It's a good ball again. Ooh, just a bit too close to the goalkeeper, though.
Claims it well, the keeper. Let's give him some credit. Looking for Cody Gakpo, who this time was in there, but couldn't quite find him.
Poor. Curtis Jones, he's the last person you want to give it away to there, because he will just keep hold of it, and he has. Robbo. Good feet by Rio again. Ooh, just gets clattered. Veg. Ooh, does well, nice. Does really well. Somebody hit it. Somebody hit it. Ooh. It's it then. No, don't want to hit it then. No space. That's... Oh! Corner.
Yeah, it was a good ball.
Wow,
Curtis Jones. Looked like he just misread the flight.
Rio's looking good. Why didn't somebody do a little bit better there?
It's a lovely little chip from Rio. Yeah, Curtis looked like he was there for a second, didn't he?
Is he there? He's watching it. He just loses it there, doesn't he?
Just for a split second, yeah. I'm not sure he could have gone with head or volley. So, anyway, corner for Liverpool. Andy Robertson will take.
He'd have had to have found something acrobatic.
Robertson does deliver. Barnsley get first contact.
And that's going to be a foul.
Yeah.
It's going to be a soft
one. Leans into his man. Man takes it. Yeah, all day long. Free kick.
It's a light. It's just, it's a soft one. Put it in the box there. You're never going to... The ref's never going to...
Yeah.
Not give away a foul there.
And Barnsley will take the time watching this. And eventually get us back underway. They want to take this game as deep as possible.
Yeah.
And just
but this is where I'm a little bit annoyed with, because I was like 55 minute, 60 minute mark. I want to bring the changes. I want to see, Verge off, if it has to be Szoboszlai or Mach or whoever it is. And it looks like some of them may be required to stay on a little bit longer.
The only thing he's got in his favour.
Go out right now. Yep, there you go.
Oh,
such a undercooked it.
He's kept the bench strong.
Yeah.
So he hasn't got to turn to inexperience if he needs to. He can do a little bit like for like in terms of that element of things, but you're right. I've seen Canate out warming up actually, but yeah, it would have been nice to be in a more luxurious position, comfortable position, to make a few unforced changes. But here we are. Be interested if Joe Gomez got 19 in him as well. We're all anticipating Van Dijk could come off, and understandably so.
Yeah, but Endo and you're looking at Endo and Canate maybe.
Yeah, possibly. But Joe Gomez has been out for a while.
Yeah,
I'd be very surprised if he had all 90 in his legs, albeit.
When's he next going to play? I'd play him, me personally, but maybe you might want him as a right back, so you might want to just try and make sure that he's fresh.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
just unhit ball into Curtis Jones' feet on the edge of the box. Barnsley get ahead and clear.
It's an opportunity really for Calvin Ramsey to come good though. I know he only had that one game, but he didn't look bad. He didn't look a million miles away from the level we've been putting in anyway.
The thing with Calvin Ramsey is, Cage as well, holds off his man to win the corner, is he has, to a much lesser extent because it was in the Scottish Premiership, he has done it at senior level. Like, Rio's had his moments, obviously Trey's had his flashes. A lot of the youngsters have had that. It's not like we're throwing a kid in who's never mixed it with men before. Like, he was a star at Aberdeen before he arrived at us, so yeah, I think he'd be able to cope. But anyway,
I'd like to see it personally,
Slothers
especially now we've had the issue with Bradley. There you go. Oh, what a goal! Oh, what a
good save! Tipped onto the bar,
and that was Verge.
It's a Verge, yeah. It's
Verge volley.
Straight ball into the box, deflected, finds Virgil unmarked at the back post, volleys it into the ground.
It's a great
save.
It's a great save. You know.
One-handed, tipped onto the bar. It's flicked on by a Barnsley. It's a wonderful volley from Virgil, who likes this stage of the FA Cup.
He scored was it his debut goal?
Debut, yeah.
Rio video with corner duty. That's a good ball.
Set back into Cody Gakpo. Looking to find a bit of room for the cross. Comes in eventually, headed clear. And headed further clear by Curtis Jones.
And scooped straight back in.
Gakpo's done well to hold him off and get his shot away, but it's scuffed.
Scuffy, not the best.
Straight at the keeper.
And now Chiesa's on his bike having to get back and do his defence, and he's done well there. Bloody hell. He can run quicker in a straight line than he can turning. You know, he covered the ground. I swear, I'm not joking. He covered the ground rapid there. Bless him.
Oh, that's a loose ball.
As soon as he has the tears. As soon as there's a change in direction, he just slows right down the pace. But if he's... I should have laughed. Oh, that was funny as fuck. Oh, here we go again, Barnsley. Chiesa, man, he's just funny.
Okay.
It's going to be a goal kick for Liverpool.
Yeah, my favourite stadium, apart from Anfield. I've been asked. It's a good question, that. Oh, a couple of changes. Like Villa Park. Yeah, 3 changes. Hugo TK's about to come on. Miller Kirk is, I see as well, I think. And somebody else who was kneeling down, tying the laces.
It was Kanate, wasn't it?
Was it Ibu?
I think it was.
I didn't see, to be honest. Right. Poor goal kick from Mamardashvili. Straight into the heart of the Barnes in midfield. Yeah, the Allianz. I like the Allianz. But lower league grounds. So it is
Huddersfield.
Yeah,
I like Huddersfield.
Like Huddersfield, yeah. I've been a couple of times. Leeds,
did
I like.
Did they call it the Den? Is it the Den?
That's not what its name is. That's Millwall.
Oh, no, yeah, that is Millwall. Sorry, tell a lie, yeah.
Football stadium knowledge.
Yeah.
And the John Smith Stadium.
Huddersfield's one, yeah. I just like the way it is. It's like, just like in a little valley. And just dips down into it.
Yeah, I seem to recall there being a really tight little area. Not in the stand, but just out. All the fans congregate. Ibu Konate's come on.
Hope Chiesa stays on. Florian Wirtz.
Florian Wirtz, it wasn't Kirk. Sorry, I was mistaken. Florian Wirtz is on.
Man said lower league Leeds.
No, that. Well, they were. They were at the time. They were at the time.
Oh,
when I went to watch it. When I went to watch them, they were in the lower league. So,
yeah, at the time.
They were. They were in the championship.
I hear it.
Akatike's on as well. So yeah, like big changes.
Chiesa is off, by the way.
Yeah, Chiesa, Frimpong. Barnsley going to try and play the way out again.
Shrio gone over to this right hand side.
That's too easy. That's far too easy. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
No, the ref's not buying it. The ref's not buying it. The ref, there's no VAR, but ref wasn't having any of it.
Conor Houhan.
And again, Dominic Szoboszlai at the scene of another crime, almost.
I thought you back.
The big one.
But it was concerning. The ref, unmoved by Barnsley's appeals, The manager is absolutely livid. He didn't look great.
It didn't.
He's on the wrong side.
Yep.
It looked like he was in, so I don't know why he goes to ground otherwise. He's still having a pop there, the manager with the fourth official. You can see him at the bottom of the screen.
He's
Not
fuming. He's fuming.
A happy chappy.
He's fuming.
Oh, wow. Well, we'll watch it back as soon as we get a chance. But Liverpool might have just got away with one there.
Big one. I reckon VAR overturns that.
Well, it'd be it's lovely feet. Not done, my mate.
There's nobody there. There was nobody, no white shirts, and anyway,
so here we go. We'll watch it back now.
No, we won't.
No, we won't. They looked to the ref as if they're about to show us, but Liverpool got underway too quick.
I know, I have had a giggles. No, I have not smoked nothing.
Leo.
I am just
Leo is now playing for the right.
I told you I was in a good mood from early.
Ibu Kanate, 30 yards from the Barnsley goal.
A third goal is essential, yeah.
Here we go. They're showing it in that little tiny box screen. Little push.
Ooh, I don't know, you know, soft. It would have been very soft.
Little push, and there was a dangled right leg, but I'm not sure it made any contact.
Is that too? Yeah, Liverpool, let's just wrap this up now. Get the third, man, and just let everybody just have a little bit of a warm down for the last 20 odd minutes. God, what are we doing? Barnsley, you know.
Somebody said Frimpong was limping.
Oh, was he? Oh,
yeah.
Gosh. Is Errol in love? Absolutely not. I'm really not. And couldn't be further from it if I'm being honest with you. Curtis Jones.
Oh, goal-bound effort, deflected wide by Shepherd. The keeper was sprawling behind. Let's just see. It's like the opposite of that wonder goal he scored. The keeper's in trouble again here. I thought he was. Here we go. Get a proper view of this
screen.
Non-penalty.
Nah, I don't know, you know.
Szoboszlai gives him a little shove with one hand.
He's got hold of his shit.
Oh.
It doesn't look great, does it? It doesn't look great, but
he's the wrong side.
He's going at pace, yeah. I just don't think it's a foul.
I don't think so.
I think
what
he just
I will
steps in
say
front
is,
of him.
What I will say is, I've seen him give him. And if I was Barnsley manager,
I'd still be fuming.
I'd be jumping up and down the touchline.
Yeah.
And guess what? He was jumping up and down the touchline. I don't think it is a penalty, for what it's worth. I don't. But, yeah, wouldn't have shocked me at all.
Brave.
That's a young, very healthy-looking referee.
Yeah, we need more of them in the Premier.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That is
He
the
looks
youngest
athletic, yeah.
and the healthiest referee I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, if he suddenly put like a Barnsley top on
You wouldn't be surprised.
and played left back for a bit, you'd be like, yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, you know what I mean? I don't see that often. John Moss, he is not.
Not, innit?
Yeah. John Mass. Sorry, uncalled for. Right, we are playing. Corners Liverpool. Balls to the box, headed up.
But I mean, our corners are still shit. Like, we can't do it. Like,
Bring back Aaron Briggs, I say.
it's a madness. Like, this is Barnsley, boys. Like, how can our corners not be like more threatening?
There we go.
There we go. Oh. Should be doing better.
No, it's Virgil again.
Should be doing better.
He gets up amongst the crowd. Just a little Virgil bobblehead.
Should be doing better.
Heads it back the way it came, and it just drifts wide of the post. Gappo with a left-footed cross. Dinked up. Virgil rises highest, obviously.
You should be doing better. I'm going to be critical. I'm going to be critical of that.
Can't steer it. Goal bound. And it's still 2-1, and the game still
hangs
in
the balance. Madness. What are we doing?
We are scrapping it out with Barnsley FC is what we're doing.
Is there extra time in this? There is extra time in this thing as well, isn't there?
Don't say that words to me. There's another fight in the box now.
Oh, wow. Please don't do no silly back heels and them things. Yep, Kanate.
Free kick. Kanate wins the free kick down. Conor Hoverhan is
livid.
The least happy man.
Yeah, he's
right
effing in jail.
The
ref's going to say, yo, say that to my face, big man.
Yeah. He did loads of short runs today and a circuit fella's in good nick.
Yeah, he is.
He's not having any shit from Conor Hourihane. I like, yeah. More refs that are capable of getting about the pitch, please. And don't seem like complete arseholes. Anyway, back on the way, Ibu Konate. He did book the ref, by the way, for what it's worth. Into Szoboszlai, who is playing right back for Liverpool Football Club once again.
Crazy.
Well, might have to see a little bit more of it. Maybe that's why he scored that wonder goal and did so bad defensively. So you fucking dare put me back on right back.
Yeah.
Go and sign one, Liverpool.
Do we think it was a pen or not? I don't think it was a pen.
No,
it would have been very soft. It would have been soft.
I don't think so. But I also, if it's given obviously tonight, it just stands because no VAR.
There's no VAR.
But I also think if it's given in the Prem, I don't think it gets overturned either.
I don't.
Because there is a tiny bit of contact. So, yeah, got away with one, maybe. Maybe. Ali McCoist is convinced it was a pen. I like Ali McCoist. But I don't think should be the arbiter of everything in Liverpool. Let's just say.
These corners are woeful, man.
Yeah, we're really bad at them. I've just...
Oh, well done, Rio. Well done, Rio, lad.
Oh,
that's
a...
Wow.
He's not give that. Even the ball seemed to stop.
He must have done, but wow.
Rio was
at first glance, it looked like he was just going 100 miles an hour, so you had to give him a free kick. They're just putting his body about, trying to help you.
Currently playing fucking second strike of it. What's he doing there? I think he wants it getting done, doesn't he, Virgil?
Yeah, he's desperate. He's desperate to just see it out. The setback. Good to see Hugo's fit enough to be involved, like.
Yeah, it is. Especially ahead of the weekend. Nice ball in the channel. It's a good cross. No one's there. Vier's going to revive. Ooh. Blocked.
The defending and putting everything on the line, yeah.
Dion Dublin's convinced it was a pen. Where are you getting Dion Dublin? What country is that? How are you getting Dion Dublin on comms? Tell us. Thought he just did Holmes and Hammer these days. Barnsley still believe.
Why would you not say? This is what I said. I don't want to get to the 70-minute mark and these man still feel like there's something. And Maria, and now they've got a corner. This is what I said I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see this shit. I wanted to be talking about friggin' anything other than the football at 70 minutes.
Yeah, well, tough.
Movies, X-Men's going to be in Doom. I wanted to be talking all of that, but nope.
Got to talk about the football.
I've got to talk about this.
Andy Robertson puts the ball behind for a Barnsley corner.
BBC 5 Live.
That's Dion Dublin.
Dion Dublin.
Yeah, second corner of the game for Barnsley. Can they exploit this one?
Please no. Please no. We can't.
Oh, that was a dangerous moment.
And Liverpool were caught out again because we weren't ready for that little cutback of a corner.
Well, to the point, a little bit of innovation from Barnsley at the corner there.
Must be nice.
The looks at it all. But it worked as well.
I know, that's what I mean. It must be nice to have that in your locker. Jeez and peas, man. This is just...
I was just thinking, can't be long before they make up the changes. And there they are. Because now this is the time they'll start believing. Really believing.
20 minutes to go at Anfield. And you're a goal away from tying level. Ugh.
Ungover. Szoboszlai. Down the corner from Wirtz.
Just keep it in.
Keep it in. Couldn't keep his balance.
Couldn't keep himself in, though. This...
Someone's taking the piss here. No way Yakubu is commentating on this game. there's not a chance in hell.
the yak. Feed the yak and he will score.
Listen,
Yo.
if you're listening to Yakubu's detailed analysis, then
Over us.
no, I'm fine with it.
I'm not.
I just want to know where.
Feel offended.
I can only imagine in Yakubu's house would be.
Sat next to him on the couch.
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan.
There we go. There we
That was
go.
great,
There.
but-
Oh.
Nearly. It's good, that. It's good.
Yeah, Rio's injured, you know.
Oh, he's down,
He
yeah.
has. He pulled him. He's pulled something. Might have been a
He's
hamstring.
holding his hammy,
Yeah.
left hamstring.
He's gutted. It was just on this byline here. He couldn't keep
Oh,
himself
just
in.
when he tries to, let's see. Oh, he's
Yeah,
overstretched.
he's
you can
overstretched,
see it.
yeah, straight away.
Yeah. Surprised not his groin, to be honest, but yeah, he just loses his footing on the AstroTurf when he goes from the pitch to the AstroTurf.
Yeah, it might be his groin.
Oh, it's a shame. Looks like Rio's night's going to come to a premature end. Whilst we wait for the action to get underway, please tell us who else you're listening to. Tell us whether it was or wasn't a penalty.
Yeah.
What former footballers?
I throw it in there 2 pence.
Yeah,
That was brilliant, that you.
I enjoyed it. Malcolm Christie thinks the tempo has shifted. That's excellent. Yeah, please keep going with them. They keep me entertained if nobody else. Remember Amir Zaki?
No.
Amir Zaki, it's an Egyptian striker. Played for Hull. He had like a proper hot streak at Hull. Like, wanted by everyone. Just went berserk for like a matter of months. I think we ended up at Wigan. Didn't really do it again. But for a bit, he was the guy. Michu?
Yeah,
Michu,
yeah.
Yeah, he was similar.
Swansea.
Yeah, the guy for
the
a
guy,
bit.
yeah. He scored that mad goal. It was like
Yeah.
chest and then.
And he had a hand celebration, I want to say. He did like quite a synonymous celebration.
Wow.
Tony, you know, I was thinking Tony Yeboah before. Tony Yeboah said it was never a pen. Arsene Wenger said he didn't see it. Nice. Stilian Petrov said it's pen and the red card.
Peter B.
Peter Beard said Barnsley should be level.
Bruno Shearer didn't see the incident.
The Jemba thinks it's going to. That's really good.
Oh, using the chat
Really
kill
good.
me off.
Really good. Meadow, somebody
Big
said.
up the yak. Sean Dundee reckons he could slot in a third.
Aruna Kone thinks it was a pen, but Loic Remy said never. Paolo Monchop says a late equaliser.
Oh, don't say that, Paolo.
That's
lad.
really good. That's really good.
Mark Viduka wrapped out his business. Oh.
Milan Jovanovic thinks we're losing this. Ah, some good stuff. Sorry. It's
Great,
good,
it's great.
Can't believe it wasn't given. Wow.
TT Kamara says it was a dive. Oh.
Legend, TT.
He was a lot of funny. I'll give you that. Almost 4,000 of you watching with us. Thank you very much. But we still haven't hit 1,000 likes. What is that
What's
about?
going on
What's
there?
going on there? I haven't even checked all stream. I've just been in them present with you lot. But now I do need you to pull your finger out because it's getting too close for comfort. So yeah, run up those likes, get us past 1,000. And then obviously Liverpool will get the job done and we'll be playing Brighton, Hove Albion in the next round.
This fella thinks a lot of stuff, by the way. Danny Shitu is unsure what to think. Nice. Yeah. Ryan Babel thinks he will sky a pen anyway. Arno, this performance ain't what you need after Alonso becomes available. Hardly convincing. I think I said early on, I don't think Slot's mind will be, altered whatsoever by Alonso's departure. Oh, it's a poor ball from the departure from Real Madrid tonight, but I take your point. He won't be thinking we need to win because Alonso's been sacked. He'll be thinking we need to win.
Yeah.
But from the outside, it doesn't. Yeah,
doesn't look great. And I did say as well, like, I want a performance tonight. I wanted us to absolutely thump Barnsley, indiscriminately. I've got no bad blood against them whatsoever, but they just needed to be on the end of a hiding.
That's a great ball, though. Oh, it's a wonderful
and that's Florian
ball.
Florian, lad. Florian, bro. What are you doing? Slot's there on his knees looking.
Oh, Slot is crestfallen. It's a great ball.
That's pitiful, that is a pitiful finish. He's
Oh,
got time,
Florian.
he's got time, bro. You've got to be doing better, lad.
He's going with the outside of his right foot. It's Dom Szoboszlai. Pinpoint
He's watched
cross.
it the whole way. That's nonchalant.
I think he's tried to be a little
bit clever.
Yeah, I don't think he's
really
meant to finish
concentrated.
that. Yeah, you know what I mean? He hasn't. He's almost not looking, just tries to watch.
It was almost like a no-look kind of offside of the foot business. Nah, man. Just get me goal, fair goal, and put the game to bed. Sitting here stressing over Barnsley in the third round of the FA Cup, he's mad.
You seen the comment?
No, what? Oh, God. You lot are just killing me.
Yeah, Liverpool still embroiled in the game of football with Barnsley as we enter heading towards the final 10 minutes at Anfield.
It's a disgrace, the fact that these are still in this game with 10 minutes to play.
Might have a chance here.
Ooh. Macha's trying to change
that.
that.
Opened up and nobody closed him down. He was allowed to carry the ball 4 or 5 yards and eventually had a striker goal, but it was high, wide, and not particularly handsome. Yeah, Slot looks a little bit nervous. I think it's fair to say on the touchline he knows this game's far from over.
Would you have Darwin back on a loan for till the end of the season?
No.
Wouldn't you?
No, I'd be more tempted to bring Origi in.
No, fuck that. No. What do you mean you'd be more tempted to bring in Origi than Darwin Núñez? Are you mad?
At least it's just like a free agent thing and you know it's a short term.
Yeah, but Darwin would just be a short term to the end of the season.
What are we doing? We sold him.
I know, but I'd have him back. I'd have him back. We need another attacker. He knows the club. He'd come in, just fit in straight like a glove. I'd have him. Joe's fuming. He's like,
the producer just said, "No, I'm muting your mic, Errol." So that tells you how Joe feels about the prospect to bring in.
All right, no Darwin.
I love Darwin.
I do,
but I think it'd be such a backward step, such an admittance of incompetence.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just don't.
I don't think the pride would get in the way.
Yeah. Liverpool passing around Barnsley's box. A nice 1-2, trying to move it quickly, trying to make something happen quickly. But we've had the ball stolen from us. And that box couldn't be more in the way. Dom Szoboszlai stepped in and won us the ball back. Couldn't tell you how he did it. Here we go.
Hugo.
Oh, it's got tight for Hugo. He's managed to find space. He sets it back. Robertson delivers. And it's headed over the bar.
It's going to be a corner, though.
Corner, I think.
And he's fuming, my man. Cody Gakpo's hit his shoulder. No, he's getting up, though.
He's okay. Ekatike was onside, wasn't he? Gakpo nearly interfered. Ekatike does well.
Does well to get out of his feet, yeah.
Was it a corner? Yeah, but it was a corner, wasn't it?
Possibly, yeah.
Here comes David McGoldrick for Barnsley. A man who has Premier League experience and, hate to say it, knows where the goal is. So brace yourselves for what that looks like. Liverpool, I know.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan of it.
Flavio Verge tried the little flip-flap around the corner. That's a good ball from Szoboszlai into the feet. Just gets away from him. The touch, it was Ekatike.
Bit rusty there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of all this kind of flair when.
Well, we don't want it.
Yeah, we don't need it.
We haven't earned the right.
No, not right now.
To show off.
I don't think we have. I don't think we have. I'll be honest with you.
Right, change of Barnsley. The aforementioned David McGoldrick is coming on.
Like, I love when players play with confidence and stuff like that, but the arrogance and just that flamboyance when, at the end of the day, lads, it's 2-1. It's half embarrassing.
Yeah. So, striker change for Barnsley. This is the roll of the dice I kind of expected all night from them. Because he's like 36, 37 now, probably. so hasn't got minutes in him.
Yeah, but that head looks freshly shaved, just to like nod one in, like with a minute.
That wasn't where I was going, but yeah, he's actually, although he's been sat on the bench for 80 minutes, he's been my biggest concern all night. I'm not particularly negative, but it's true. Right, anyway, throw in to the Reds. Just need to see. I'd say see this out. I don't know whether I want us to see it out, but is seeing it out the best policy? Is the third goal the best policy?
I said that the attack is the best way to just go about it in the second half, but the second half's been pretty poor, I'll be honest.
No, it has.
There's not really been much quality to speak of. And that's just a hopeless
overhit
ball, yeah. Just
big collision. Everyone comes out unscathed though.
I don't know, man. I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not like.
The second ball on the pitch here.
Yeah.
Fans threw the ball back in. Just after Liverpool took the throw in, it's going to be drop ball at Dom Szoboszlai's feet, I assume. Yeah, and we'll play from there.
Yeah, I've not loved the way that Liverpool have dealt with this second half, but if you get the job done, we get the job done, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, player rankings will be short and sweet.
Oh, God, yeah. Right, ball up the line.
We'll get a good clip out of Dominic Szoboszlai, I'm sure.
Yeah. Wild.
Like Jekyll and Hyde levels of just.
Liverpool still maintaining the lion's share possession. Barnsley happy to just sit in and wait for a moment.
That's what they're going to be looking for. They only need one. That's it. They only need that one moment. They started the game very much nearly getting a moment, so they'll definitely be holding on for dear life for the last 5-10 minutes. We'll probably have 10 minutes left now, yeah.
I, on the other hand, don't need a moment. Because I don't need extra time. Gakpo goes for the 1-2, doesn't get it back.
No, extra time isn't even on my bingo card.
Florian Wirtz still hovering, trying to make something happen. It's all very controlled from Liverpool, I think. Without any real penetration at the moment. It's all foreplay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
It's got a bit spicy. Got a bit spicy. Got a bit spicy, yo.
There's your penetration.
Yo.
I told you, Florian.
Got a bit spicy right there.
I told you it was hovering, lurking with intent. Florian Wirtz. Yeah, nice. Really, really nice. Liverpool.
And
that's it. Yeah,
that's
game over, job done. See you in the fourth round. But yeah, it took a while, Errol, but Liverpool, that patience paid off around the box, actually. It all looked very controlled and measured, but then when the time was right, they pounced. And
that's a lovely flick. It's a lovely flick from Hugo, you know.
It's Ekatike to Wirtz. We've seen that combination once or twice in recent weeks, actually, when they've both been on the pitch. Seems to be linking really well. The finish as well.
And he needs to do more of that as well. Just be decisive as soon as it comes through. He looks up, sees where the goal is, one touch, and then boom, just kills it. And that was the intent this time. There was no messing about.
Well, yeah, he had his chance a moment ago. Should have done better. Learn from that, and then this time,
between the two of them, he put it to bed now, and that's the game done, dusted. And we can all breathe a collective sigh of relief because Liverpool will be going into the fourth round of the FA Cup. We know that we'll be facing Brighton, but at least this now feels a little bit better.
Yeah, more of a test. Made more of a meal of it than maybe we should have done.
He's offside.
Canate's done well.
He's dealt with it.
This is fucking...
Nothing stupid now, son.
This time. Makes the right decision. Barnsley still plucking, still trying.
Curtis Jones does really well.
Does
really, really well. Does Curtis there? Excellent.
Gets out of the hole.
Excellent.
What's this?
Curtis Jones, player of the match contender. Two Barnsley players, one Liverpool player. Okay, fair.
I mean,
I think it's going to have to go to Curtis Jones then in this case. Yeah.
fine.
Reyes clearly though. I thought he played all right, to be fair. But I mean,
Yeah, they've been decent. They've been good value for making it a contest.
yeah.
Never look like win the game, but yeah, all's well that ends well. Nice for you again.
And I just like you go. Well. What are we
there.
doing? What am I saying?
Oh. It's all gone a bit mad again. Turned into a scramble. Wasn't really necessary.
Did that Cleary again on the ball?
Oh, good ball.
That was a brilliant ball across the box. He fizzed that one in, and it just needed a touch towards goal, and it could have been.
He's back on it. Run the Szoboszlai. Well done, Dom.
It's going to be a
Well done.
corner. Wow.
He'd handful him.
Yeah, he is. Even at League One level, bro, he's
Real
pacey,
handful.
tricky, direct.
There'll be just plenty of clubs that look at him, I think, after tonight. He's a proper player.
Yeah.
Good quality as well when he hasn't just been all like, pace and power and directness. When he's actually got into
There's been a bit of end
positions,
product, yeah.
he looked impressive. Impressive. Right. Corner for Barnsley. Late in the day. Can they?
Bit flat, not a very good delivery though.
Poor ball.
Not a good delivery at all. It's going to be a Barnsley throw-in, but he's bringing on a sub, yeah. Two subs.
Trey's coming on for the Reds.
And it would have been nice to have seen Trey come on earlier, in all honesty, but obviously the game hasn't really afforded itself.
No, McAllister, the man to make way. Hair's quite long at the minute. Big round of applause from him and Anfield.
Did you say you're playing tomorrow, Footy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's not having this performance from a Slot point of view. I know this is Slot's press conference. Barnsley didn't create many chances. Got lucky with a goal, playing the low block. Liverpool created many chances. Looking to score more. Had majority of possession. Rinse, repeat, rewind. Somebody not enamoured with Slot's press conference there, I don't think. Okay.
He's kept it in. He's done well there. And he's done again. He's going to get himself another corner. Took two of them to stop him. Took two of them to stop him. Cleary worked his socks off.
The stewards are getting into place right now. Anfield, which means it's very nearly
The end of the road.
the end. Liverpool winning 3-1. Ball into the box. Better delivery this time. Canate gets his head on it. He stayed down though.
And this,
Counts as well on though.
this,
Give it now.
Oh, poor.
Tried the chop back inside.
Again, it's the doing too much. You're just doing too much, bro. Like, where's the efficiency to just be clinical and ruthless? Like, we're forgetting ourselves. Genuinely forgetting ourselves.
Szoboszlai carries it into the half now. Nice feet.
Yeah, that's just cheeky.
Yeah, we're going to slow it right back down. I just looked to manage our way to full time.
Yeah, it was we're a minute away from the 19-minute mark, and then we'll see how many additional minutes get thrown up for.
Can't be long.
No, I'd say about 3.
Yeah.
Maybe 4, push, a couple of injuries.
Yeah, just very, very slow. Sat on the halfway line with the ball. Shifting it between ourselves. Little keep ball session going on. Some rondos in the middle. Here's Trey. First touch now. Yeah, this is all
Very safe sound.
very calm. Curtis Jones. Into Cody Gakpo's fouled. Yeah. Barnsley desperate to try and win the ball back, as you can understand. Goes through the back of Gakpo. Free kick given. Gakpo's not happy about it.
5 minutes, wow. Where'd they
Don't
come
know where
from?
they got that
I
from.
don't know where they come from, those 5. I think he gets.
I don't know what all the fuss is about here.
Have you given him man of the match?
Yeah, they have. A suspicious look, I think it's fair to say, from Errol.
What?
Been impressed, though.
I've been impressed, but like...
Not man of the match.
What?
Well, that's not even the main man of the match. The huge player of the match.
No, it's the main man of the match.
Event,
yeah,
so.
yeah, fuck them. I don't know what
Don't
they
worry about
I don't know what they've
Anyway.
been smoking up them ways.
What? How's he, Someone stayed down again. Is it Canate again? No, I don't think it is, actually. Oh, it was, yeah. He's just hobbling back up now.
Yes, hobbling.
That's twice in space a couple of minutes. He stayed down after winning the header. Anyway, Dominic Szoboszlai, midway into the Barnsley half. Canate is just limping back into position now. Ball into the box, headed clear. And Barnsley will look to Kaza. Well done.
Again, it's that guy again.
Like a book. Too easy to read. Into Reboot. Into Trey. Out wide. To Florian Wirtz. Nice feet, lad. Ref. TK clearly dragged back. Nothing given.
Hang on a minute, lad. Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'll just blow that bloody whistle.
McGoldrick. Oh, no. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Canate does well. Gets back. Blocks the shot. Canate's really struggling, you know. He's wincing again. He's not comfortable at all. Does well defensively there. Nice little round the corner from McGoldrick. Defensively, we're all over the place. But
I don't know why Canate even decided to go into
no.
towards him there.
He's done well to come back and defend it, but after it, he's wincing. He's not happy with something at all. Corner to Barnsley. 2 minutes left. Again, they've hit the near post and it's easily defended. They'll be disappointed with their set piece delivery.
Yeah.
I think out of the 5 corners they've had, I think 4 of it the first man. And Florian Wirtz is busy. Ball into the box. Managerial comes. McGoldrick. Oh, onto the top of the goal. Yeah, Managerial was caught in no man's land a little bit there. Didn't know if to come as the Cleary man the match. Good ball again, actually.
That was a good ball.
Into the box. McGoldrick gets above Van Dijk. And Managerial is... Listen. It's fine. But he wasn't in a great position there to do anything. Really good ball over the top of Florian Wirtz here. Square. Got to be goal. Is a goal. Simple as that. Football's an easy game.
And this is why I was saying more like 4-5-1. Them things there, them two. I like that though. They need the partnership needs to be partnering, and I don't mind it. I do not mind it at all. Hugo doing Hugo things, boss lad. We'll take it.
Yeah, those two once again combining to make it 4-1 Liverpool, and the scoreline now much more palatable. Curtis Jones having murdered with someone. Not entirely sure why. I mean, everything just stopped and I was just watching an argument. But it's 4-1 Liverpool, ball over the top, Florian Wirtz runs onto it, sees the run of Hugo Ekitike, picks him out, square ball.
It's offside.
Well onside.
Yeah,
just playing him on.
Just
yeah, simple. Ekitike back post sliding in. Welcome back. Job's a good one.
Yeah. That's more like I said 5-1 to be fair, or 5-0. 4-1. I suppose I can live with it.
Done well there, Wirtz, actually.
But that's what happens when you have such a strong bench. You can bring players on when those legs are tired, bring on that bit of quality, and that's what Liverpool really lacked for large parts of that second half. So it's a job done, not necessarily a job well done, but it is definitely a job done.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100% mission accomplished. And that is full time. That is full time. Yeah, over 4-1, 4th round, Brighton at home. Brighton will come to Anfield. Yeah, mission accomplished for Liverpool. It was a strange old night for large parts. Barnsley posed a threat. Barnsley had moments. Barnsley were gifted a goal by Dominic Szoboszlai, but ultimately, Errol, would it have been nice to have been further out of sight earlier?
Yeah.
Could it have been more comfortable? But
could have been, but all's well that ends well, and I'll take it from that perspective if I'm being completely honest with you, because at the end of the day, Liverpool, despite not necessarily performing large parts of 90 minutes when they needed to, and they had a little bit of extra quality to bring in off the bench, those lads decided to turn up and add that little bit of magic sprinkled dust over the performance, and caps it off, which makes it a little bit more of a pleasing scoreline. Don't think the ref did a bad job either today. I know the camera just panned to him there, which is why I mention it. I think the second half probably played within ourselves a little bit and probably underperformed for large parts of it. But when all said and done, at the end of the day, when you bring on that level of firepower off the bench, you expect to be too much for a team like Barnsley. And in the end, they was plucky, they was brave, they gave it everything that they had, and he was in the game for as long as they possibly could have been. And I think the manager would be very, very pleased with his lads, done the way they handled the game and the way they performed and approached it. But when all said and done, I didn't for 1 minute expect this game to go into extra time or to penalties or anything like that. I didn't see anything other than a Liverpool win tonight. Liverpool needed to win tonight. Liverpool needed to perform. Now you can probably look into it and there'll be question marks around the level of the performance, or was that the performance that was befitting of us and what we was expecting. There'll be conversations to be had, I'm sure. However, I'm just pleased that Liverpool have just got the job done, and we tried to do it as professionally as possible. There was a few hairy moments, but outside of that, I don't really think Barnsley put Liverpool under too much of their own, produced pressure to really cripple us in any way.
No, absolutely, yeah. And listen, like I say, Barnsley fans and manager and staff and team can be proud of their efforts tonight. They didn't disgrace themselves by any stretch of imagination, but ultimately a job well done by the Reds. And that ref, by the way, just realised he looks like the ref who does a lot of the World in One City.
He does. I was thinking that as well. To be fair,
literally just dawned on me a minute ago.
He started to follow me on his TV. I was like, that guy looks very similar.
Does he look like him?
I was like, what a step up.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he's done all right. Yeah, right, sound. Job's a good one. Oosh. Player of the match. Oosh. There it is. Look at that. Comments included. A great comment though. God, there you go. I know. Cleary. No, who was it? Who do you reckon? Couple of late contenders.
I was going to say, I'd give it to Hugo towards the end. That was the efficiency I was after from the other lads. We had the little flicking to set up Vert, but then just being in the right place, the movement once again towards that back post. I know we didn't get a lot of minutes, but I just wanted efficiency from our players, and we didn't see enough of that throughout the rest of the game. It's probably not enough to be given the man of the match. They had Curtis Jones. I thought Curtis Jones was neat and tidy, and he probably was one of our better outfield performers. Yeah, Frimpong went off early. I'm going to go for Jones. Yeah. Who would you go for?
I'm okay with Curtis Jones.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I think the late subs probably stake a decent claim.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai, we're not for that inexplicable moment. He's probably a league contender as well, but can't have it just for that. So yeah, let's go Curtis Jones. Yeah. Let's move on with our night, boss. Right, if you want more Redmen stuff in your lives, download the app, because why wouldn't you? We're about to go and do the player ranking show, which we will be filming in literally 4 or 5 minutes time. So
straight
come
in.
And join
no
us
messing
for that.
About.
And yeah, just everything there is about Liverpool, we cover it from every possible angle. So why wouldn't you? Thanks so much for getting involved all night long, as Lionel Richie once said, kind of. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Up the Reds.